Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Hi, I'm Anna with Dapper 14 Boutique at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. I would like to wish everyone a Happy New Year and invite you to visit our store. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Start the new year off right with something special from Dapper 14. Come see us or visit us on Facebook or at dapyr14.com.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to basketball on Classic Hits 97.7 as it's day 2 of the Tri-County Basketball Tournament, and the afternoon ball games are elimination contests. You win, you continue to play on Saturday. You lose, and you're done until your next regular season game next week. So we've got the Lady Cyclones and the Lady Tigers of Mangum set to square off here this afternoon from Western Oklahoma State College, a different vantage point. Day number 2. We've been unceremoniously moved to the floor. Chad is behind me working the microphone. I not only have to, or the camera, I have to do the microphone, and I've got to do commercials. So it'll be interesting. We're right in the middle of the action. Should be a lot of fun. Speaking of being in the middle of the action, Fran Lively has joined us here this afternoon. Good afternoon, Fran. Pleasure to have you alongside on this great-looking Friday afternoon. Now, these two teams did play earlier this year, back on the, third day of January, and it was a 43-41 victory for Snyder as they win it in a back-and-forth affair. In that ballgame, Landry Lively got off the collective deck and scored 15 in the loss for Mangum. They will need her points here again this afternoon. Also, Maddie Paxton was a pleasant surprise as she wound up with 8 points in that ball game. Chad, focusing on the multicolored shirt that I've got going on here this afternoon. I had a boss years ago that told me on my worst day when I woke up, felt bad, felt terrible, wasn't into it, to wear either my best outfit or something that was electric. And I needed my batteries recharged this morning, so I've got the electric golf shirt on. The only thing missing from the ensemble, and it was too cold to wear the pink shorts. But I can promise you the first tournament I play in this spring on the golf course, this shirt will be accompanied by the bright pink shorts, no doubt about it. So back to the ball game. Now that you've been sartorically caught up on my apparel, Riley Granger in the first meeting between these two ball clubs had 14. Kaya Culler added a dozen. So they had 26 of the 43 points that were scored back on the third day of January. And remember, that was the ball game. Both clubs coming off the Christmas break. And if you'll remember, Mangum really dragging up and getting up and down the floor. See if they don't look a little bit better here this afternoon. Back-to-back ball games on the college floor here at Western Oklahoma State College. So again, you win. You'll come back and play tomorrow for 5th place in the Consolation Championship game against Hollis. Earlier today, Hollis beating Cordell and eliminating the Lady Blue Devils from the Tri-County Tournament. We're a couple of minutes away from the tip-off. We've got the starting lineups and the opening tap coming up. Stick and stay with us here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
And because we are on the floor, that means Chad is back in the stands where he gets a shot away from everybody, being able to see the kids go up and down the floor. But this is fun for me. I've been doing this tournament for years. Love being on the floor. Love being in the middle of the action. We got coaches to our right, coaches to our left. The officials are here right on the scores table. This is quality. This is great stuff. Snyder going to be the visitors here this afternoon. They'll matriculate on the left end of your listening and or viewing device. They are dressed in their road black uniforms with the orange numerals and the orange and white trim. Brandy Webb has joined us in the broadcast booth. Good afternoon, Brandy. Bree Gates will get the start this afternoon for UV Williamson. She'll go with Riley Granger. We talked about Granger had 14 in the first ball game. Kaya Culler with a dozen will get the start this afternoon. She'll be joined by Sydney Stevens. And the final member of that starting 5 will be Braylee Monroe. So it's Gates, Granger, and Culler, Stevens, and Monroe. The starting 5 for Snyder this afternoon. Meantime, Brian Bingham, his club 4-8 on the year. One of those losses coming at the hands of this Snyder Lady Cyclone team. They'll be in their home whites this afternoon. Orange numerals with the orange and black trim. They'll go with Lauren York in the backcourt. York will be joined by Landry Lively. And again, she's got to have an offensive performance here this afternoon. Morgan White will get this start, along with Bryn Woodruss. And the final member of the starting 5 will be Alyssa Dreyer. So it's York, Lively, and White, along with Woodruss and Dreyer, the starting 5 for Mangum here this afternoon, as they look to advance to the Consolation Championship tomorrow at noon. And again, Hollis will be the opponent. Ironically enough, we will see Hollis on Monday night over at Mangum. Next week, 3 ball games for the Lady Tigers. They will be at home Monday and Tuesday. for Hollis and Cordell. Homecoming on Tuesday night against Cordell. And then on Friday night of next week, we will be on the road traveling to Tipton. So Granger set to jump center with York. They put 8 minutes up on the clock. The officials giving their final instruction to the scorer's table. And the opening tap is controlled by Granger and company. And it'll be on the offensive end to start the ball game. The Lady Cyclones of Snyder. Monroe runs the offense. It runs through her. They'll leave it on the wing for Gates. Bree asking for it inside is either Color or Granger. They don't get it to her. And now a pass going to be tipped and Lively there to get a piece of it. And finally picked up by Lauren York. York into the front court, head on a swivel, dribble, drive, shot won't go, but she'll get fouled. And will go to the line to shoot two. First already of the afternoon called on Snyder. And a blocking foul on Sydney Stevens, her first. Debbie Smith-Pride. Hello, Debbie. Been a while since we've heard from you. She has joined us this afternoon. Good to have you alongside, Debbie. First of two on the way for Lauren is good. York will get one more. She had 7 in the first meeting and kind of struggled a little bit. So look for her to have a breakout game this afternoon. Second free throw on the way for York, and this one comes up short. The rebound, Granger and Dreyer battling for it off of Alyssa. And it'll be Snyder basketball. Cyclones and the Tigers played last night in the boys' game, and Mangum won that one. So Mangum will advance to the championship semifinals later this afternoon here on Classic Hits 97.7 as they will do battle with Lance Carpenter and the Lady Bison. That'll be a fun one, won't it? Mangum, the defending champion on the boys' side. Gates had the ball knocked out of her hands. She'll regain it. Goes here on the wing to Monroe. Braley underneath the basket. Nothing there. Now Granger from 15. Shot in and out of the rim. And on the rebound, Lauren York going to get fouled. Reach in on Sydney Stevens. And that'll be 2 quick ones on Stevens. And 2 called on Snyder as well. 7:12 left in the first quarter of play. Woodruss to York. Lauren over the top. She'll go to Morgan. White dribble, drives, shot doesn't go. And a blocking foul going to be called. And Morgan will go to the line to shoot 2. And that'll be 3 quick fouls now on Sydney Stevens. 3 on Snyder as well. Yikes. Not even a minute gone by here in the first. 7:03 showing on the clock. UV Williamson wanted the charge, not going to get the call, and they're going to have to get Stevens out of there. So at the line to shoot 2, Morgan White. Mangum on top, 1-0. White first, rolls in. Morgan will get one more. So into the ball game for Sydney Stevens, and I believe it's still waiting to see. Second free throw, good. So both of them were up and in for Morgan White. 3-0 Mangum on top. By the way, into the ball game now, Jaden Solis for this group from Snyder. 6:50 left in the first. And we'll see a lot of UV Williamson. She'll come all the way across the midcourt line as she coaches her club. She'll go to Color. Kaya, ball bobbled by Solis. Gets it back. Now she's in trouble. Taken away by York. Lauren doesn't have the numbers. She'll challenge anyhow on the left side. Put it up high off the window. Doesn't go. Woodruss tried to get the rebound. Knocked out of bounds, and they said it was last touch by Bree Gates and Snyder. So Mangum will get it. Hope to hear from a classroom watching and listening today. Check it out on Facebook with us. Let us know that you're there. York on the inbounds pass. 17-footer doesn't go. The weak side rebound, Color. Kaya wants to run. Doesn't have the numbers. She'll slow it down. Good defense by Woodruss. Bren all over Color. Now she'll slow it down to Solis. Try to go inside, did Solis, with the ball taken away by York. Outlet now to Lively. Landry stumbling, bumbling, and goes down hard, hits the back of her head, loses the basketball. We'll get a stoppage of play. When Landry went down, she was out of control, kind of swimming, trying to get herself gathered together, and fell and hit the back of her head. We'll get a timeout taken here. 6:13 left in the first on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with Remax Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, Remax Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
Snyder with the ball out of the timeout. York with the steal, threw it off with the body of Braylon Monroe, and it'll be Mangum basketball. What a play there by Lauren York. By the way, Holly Lehman-Webb has come into the ball game for Landry. Lively, able to get up and walk off the floor underneath her own power, but her head is a little right now. Lehman-Webb from 15, and it goes. Holly with her first two of the ball game. It's the first field goal for Mangum. They lead 5-0. Granger, middle of the floor to Culler. Culler giving up the dribble, in trouble, needs some help. Woodruss slapped it out of her hands, and the defensive pressure there early on for Mangum. Snyder came in, I think, with a record of, if memory serves me correct, 3-12. One of those three wins, though, coming against Mangum. So Lady Cyclones inbound across the way. Granger will get it. Riley off the dribble penetration. Stops at the free throw line, puts up the shot, doesn't go, but got fouled. And Granger will go to the line to shoot two. First foul of the afternoon on Mangum. And they have called it on Morgan White. That'll be one on White. And number one called on the Lady Tigers. So Riley to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Granger trying to get her club on the board, does. First one for Riley is good. She'll have one more, Riley Granger. 5-1, 5:50 left to the first. Mangum on top by 4. Second on the way for Riley. This one rattles in. Granger hit them both. 5-2 ball game. Inbounds pass caught by Morgan. White between a couple of defenders. Now we'll slow it down to Holly Lehman-Webb. Give it up to Lauren and back to Holly. 5:40 left here in this first period of play. At the right hash mark, that's Woodruss. Bren puts the ball on the floor, gets a screen, can't do anything with it. Now Lehman-Webb behind the college three-point arc. Won't take the shot. Mangum patient on the offensive end. Lob over the top for White. Pass too tall. Goes out of bounds. And the turnover going to give it back now to Snyder. You can hear Brian Mangum to our left saying, shoot that basketball. By the way, Landry Lively okay. Back in there. York will sit down. 5 1/4 left here in the first. Pressure defense by Mangum. Culler into the front court. She'll go to Gates, and Bree grabbed on the arm. Let's see if she was in the act of shooting or not. Official going to call Alyssa Dreyer on the personal, and that'll be her first. And team foul number 2 called on Mangum, and Gates was in the act of shooting, so Bree will get 2 right here. First for Gates, good. She has one more. Snyder with 3 points. All have come from the free throw line. Second one on the way here. No good. Rebound Dreyer. First miss of the ball game for the Lady Cyclones. Run out now for Woodruss. Bren stopping and popping from 8. Rattled around the rim, and it fell in for Woodruss. Bren with her first 2. Mangum on top, 7-3. 3 minutes gone by in the first. Gates coming across the timeline. Doesn't have the numbers. She'll attack. Now stop. Goes to Culler, and that's going to be a travel. Dragged the foot before she got rid of the basketball. Turnover going to give it back to Mangum. 4:58 left in the first. Here comes York. White will sit down, so Lauren back in the ball game, and Morgan will get a breather. 4:58 left here in the first, and now backing off that full court pressure defense is Snyder. Holly into the front court. Lehman-Webb here on the near side to Woodruss. She'll go to York. York, head on a swivel, finds Lehman-Webb. Back on the wing to Woodruss. Dump inside to York. Double team. Spins. And a blocked shot and a foul going to be called on Riley Granger. That'll be the first on Granger. Team foul number 4 called on Snyder. So to the line to shoot 2, Lauren York. York 1 of 2 from the foul line. David Henry is checked in. Good afternoon, David. He says Let's go, Lady Tigers. First one on the way for Lauren. Spins out. York will get one more. York shoots a little bit of a line drive, and so when it's off mark, it will not go sometimes. Janie Pierce says, let's go, Lady Tigers. Good afternoon, Janie. Second one on the way, York, and this one will rattle in. York, 1 of 2. She's got a pair, and it's 8-3, 4:35 left of the first. Jaden Solis loses the ball in the backcourt. Ooh, looked like maybe it was off of Solis, but instead they said it was last touch by Mangum. The ball, I've listened to Brian Mangum to our left. He's talking to the folks at the scores table. He wanted to argue that goal, and he told them at the scores table, I'm trying to be nice after my technical yesterday. Granger on the inbounds pass. She's going to push. Lively from behind, going to take it right away from her. And then Granger took it from Lively, put up the shot, missed it, but a foul going to be called on Landry. Plenty of action and a flurry in that one. And it'll be on Landry. It's number 1 on Lively and number 3 called on Mangum. And all of our fouls have been shooting fouls in the early going. So at the line to shoot, well, no, they said that was a non-shooting foul, so there you go. So inbounding underneath their own glass will be the Lady Cyclones. They trail 8-3, 4:26 left here in the first. Got to say hi to our good friend BC over there at Walters, Brian Coleman. Hashtag out to softball. And a 5-second violation going to be called on Snyder as they can't get the ball in. Brian, by the way, his son, signing a letter of intent to play football at Southern Nazarene. Congratulations, guys. That is great. And we saw him during the season for the Blue Devils of Walters, and is a good one. Just a junior. On the baseline here, York puts up the shot from 17. It was short. York there to get the rebound. Holly Lehman-Webb, she'll miss it, and then she'll get a foul as she grabbed the arm of Kaya Culler. I love Holly Lehman-Webb from her backside looking up the official going, what? Foul on Holly is her first. 4 on Mangum. They lead 8-3. We've gotten to the midway point of quarter number 1. Monroe bringing it across the timeline. Braley cut off by York. She'll cross over, lead here on the left side. Riley Granger asking for the ball inside. Now will pop out. Instead, they will go to Solis. Jaden to Culler. Culler to Granger as they swing it from the near side to the far side. Monroe, nowhere to go. She'll find Granger over the top. Backs her way inside. 15-footer off the mark. And there to get the rebound, Alyssa. Dreyer, outlet pass to Woodruss. Bryn, between a couple of defenders, stopping and popping. Her shot comes up short, but Lively there to grab the rebound. And a reset now for Dreyer and company. Alyssa off the penetration, put it up, didn't get it to go. Got her own rebound, puts it off the rim and scores. Alyssa Dreyer working hard on the window, getting her first 2 of the ball game. Mangum on top, 10-3. 3:10 left here in quarter number 1. Monroe and York hooked up, and boy, we got a big collision. Bodies all over the place as York ran into Solis. Let's see what the call is here. And I believe they're going to call it on Lauren. They do. So York going to be called for her first foul of the afternoon. That'll be 5 on Mangum. Morgan White will come back in. And Alyssa Dreyer will sit down for Mangum. 3:06 left in the first quarter of play. Lady Tigers on top 10-3. Solis to inbound across the way. Does for Culler. Culler, a give and go to Solis underneath the basket. Now they'll find Granger, who will put it up, miss the shot but get fouled. And Riley back to the line to shoot 2 more. Foul going to be called on Landry Lively. That'll be 2 on Lively and 6 on Mangum here in quarter number 1. And we're at the 2:59 mark. So the foul's beginning to mount just a bit. Granger, who hit 2 free throws a moment ago, back to the line. First one good. Riley with 3 points. Snyder, everything they've scored have come from the free throw line. Lively going to sit down now as Alyssa will come back in. Second of 2 on the way for Granger. That one off the mark and the rebound taken away by Morgan White. White to York. Morgan, York, Lauren, head on a swivel. She'll come to Holly Lehman-Webb. Holly looking for a screen out high. Goes back to York. Lauren looks for a cutter. Nobody there. Lehman-Webb. A dribble penetration. Got a screen and now kicks it out to Woodruss. York. Back out to Woodruss. Woodruss, elbow, 15-footer. No. Rebound. White, Morgan, glass, and got it. Good job by Morgan. First of all, not to commit the foul on the rebound, and then to come up with a loose basketball and put it up and in for the two. Chad Augustine has joined us to the broadcast booth. Good afternoon, Chad. Good to have you alongside. There's a steal by York, and then she'll throw it away into the front court. And getting it back will be the Lady Cyclones. 2:08 left of the first. Mangum on top 12-4. Timeout going to be taken here. 2:08 left in the quarter. 12-4 ball game. Mangum on top on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
All right, 2:08 left here in the first quarter play. 12-4 lead for Mangum. That timeout taken by the Lady Cyclones. Had the opportunity to spend a little time in the hospitality room with Dr. Shane Booth, and always a delight to get a chance to visit with him. We appreciate Dr. Booth, and the host school is Mangum, so he's in charge of that hospitality room until, as I heard him say, someone comes to relieve me. Teresa Williams, Williams is watching. She says, go Lady Tigers. 2:08 left here in the quarter, and they showed that timeout was taken by Mangum, and so apparently that 30-second timeout at the beginning of the ball game was taken by Snyder. Lady Cyclones inbounds pass. Bree Gates puts it up over Dreyer. Can't get it to go down. They'll battle for the rebound, and Gates will come away with it. Brian Bingham wanted a jump ball, not going to get it. There's a 15-footer put up by Monroe. That won't go. York with the rebound. She wants to run. Has to gather in the basketball. Does to Dreyer. And now we'll get it back to Lauren. Brian Bingham to our left says, let's run OU. Holly Lehman-Webb, right elbow Dreyer. Alyssa hands it to Holly. Bobbled, got it back. Double team, needs help, finds York. Lauren, deep three on the way here. Didn't get it to go. And the rebound, York in traffic, had it taken away by Solis. Solis wants to run. Jaden into the front court, and Holly will knock it out of bounds. Last touch by Snyder. Nope, last touch by Mangum. That call by Brian Bingham. Hey, Misty Dunlap checking in. Good to hear from you, Misty. Good luck, Bren and all the Lady Tigers. Talking about Bren Woodruss, of course. Inbounds pass. Monroe makes the catch. She'll go here on the near side to Granger. Granger wanted to work a give and go. They couldn't do it. And inside they will go to Color, who had it stripped away by Morgan White. How about those hands? Now Lehman-Webb on the run, being chased by Color from behind. She'll slow it down and find Alyssa over the top. Now to Morgan. Morgan back to Alyssa from the free throw line. 15-footer back in the iron, no. Grabbing the rebound is Riley Granger. And here comes Snyder. Lady Cyclones yet to hit from the field. They've got 4 points, and all have come from the charity stripe. 45 seconds left here in period number one. And again, who is the wanderer? Of course, UV Williamson. That's her right there at the midcourt stripe. We love it. Lob inside to Riley. Bobbled, got it back. Now Monroe going to fire a three. Comes up short. Gates trying to get the rebound. It went off of her hands and out of bounds. And Mangum will get it back with 32 seconds left in quarter number one. Woodruss to inbound. It's Woodruss, White, Dreyer, York, and Lehman-Webb, who has the ball right now. Holly coming across the timeline. It's a screen out high. Give, go, right side Woodruss. Bren found inside White, who forces from 8. It went off the front of the iron but wouldn't roll in. Ball loose, goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by Snyder off of one of the Lady Cyclones' foot. And Mangum will get it back with 13 seconds left of the period. Misty Dunlap extolling the efforts of Morgan White. Inbounds pass to Lehman-Webb. Holly to Alyssa. It's 2 if it goes. Halfway down, wouldn't stay. And rebound Monroe, and she walked. Yeah. Thought at first, Holly Lehman-Webb thought she was going to get called for a push. Kind of held her breath, but a travel was called instead. So Mangum will get it back with 6.2 left in the quarter, leading 12-4. Inbounds pass, Alyssa from 10, didn't go. Rebound taken away by Gates, and a foul with no time left, and that'll be team foul number 7 on Mangum. It'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for the Lady Cyclones, and there is no time on the clock. Let's see who got the foul first. And it'll be on Morgan White. That'll be her second. So we'll go to the other end and shoot 1-and-1 with no time on the clock. That was one of those bang-bang plays. So at the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1 for Snyder. And missing is Bree Gates. And that'll be the end of the quarter. So Mangum leads it at the end of 1. 12 on the board for the Lady Tigers. 4 for the Lady Cyclones of Snyder. Period number 2 coming up on Classic Hits 97.7.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have 1 bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Mangum will get the ball to begin period number 2. They lead at 12-4. It'll be Bryn Woodruss, Holly Lehman-Webb. Maddie Paxton comes in for the first time this afternoon. Lauren York and Alyssa Dreyer. Mangum with the ball right into your listening and or viewing device in their home white uniforms, orange numerals, and orange and black trim. York, free throw line, draws a crowd, goes to Dreyer. Alyssa puts it on the floor, goes inside. Shot won't fall, but she'll get fouled. And will go to the line to shoot 2. That'll be on Braylee Monroe, her first. And team foul number 5 called on Snyder. Get the 5 on the floor. Monroe, Riley Granger, along with Bree Gates, Kaya Culler, and Jaden Solis out there for the Lady Cyclones. Road black uniforms, orange numerals, white trim. Alyssa first of 2. Good. Dreyer will get 1 more. Mangum now from the foul line, 5 of 7 to begin the ball game. 13-4. Second one on the way. Good. So Alyssa got them both. And Mangum has extended the lead now. 14-4. 7:40 and running the first half of play. Granger avoided disaster there, kept the dribble alive, and the offensive possession. Culler in trouble. Kaya trying to get around Lauren York. Does. Throws up a shot. Got it to go. Kaya Culler that time forcing and knocked it down. First field goal of the afternoon for this group from Snyder, and it's a 14-6 ball game. Lehman-Webb into the front court, and she'll go to Dreyer. Good catch by Alyssa at the free throw line. Her 15-footer missed, but Woodruss there to collect. Misses that shot, and the rebound, Maddie Paxton. Boy, a big collision inside. And did we get a jump ball on that? I believe we did. Nope, going to get a foul instead. Braylee Monroe will pick up her second, and that'll be team foul number 6 called on Snyder. 7:04 left in the first half of play. Now a discussion. The official called the foul. I think one official said it was a jump ball, and now we're going to get an explanation. Let's see. So we're not in the bonus. There's a discussion if there was a jump ball or a foul. If there's a foul, was she shooting or was it on the floor? And now we're going to get told it was a foul on Monroe. That will be her second. Team foul number 6. Brian Bingham lobbing for shots. Not going to get it here. So Lauren York will inbound it underneath her own glass. Looking. York got to watch that 5-second count. Didn't beat it. And you can hear Brian Bingham to our left saying, you've got to move, and he's right. His kids were statutory that time. And the turnover going to give it back now to the Levy Cyclones. Minute gone by here in period number 2. Mangum leads 14-6, going to get the ball back. As Monroe that time whistled one above the head of Color. Misty, I know you do, and I got to tell you, I miss watching Michael Macias play basketball. I just miss watching Michael play. Michael Macias from over at Hollis, and we had her as a little league youngster and then got to do games as she played as a high school athlete, and she went out and got after it all the time. Something to do with that name Michael, I think, is the key. York, what a catch in traffic, and put it up and in. Some athleticism, Holmes. 16-6, 6:20 left here in the first half of play. Mangum on top by 10. Love the catch by York and able to control the body and put up the shot. Solis gives it to Monroe, who goes inside with a right-handed shot and lays it up and in. Braylee Monroe attacking the glass. And I think UV Williamson wants that from her ball club. Wants them to attack the window more than they have. Last couple of trips, they've been successful. 16-8 ball game. York underneath the basket. Scoop shot won't go. Woodruss on the rebound, battling Granger, and it was off of Bryn, and it will be Snyder ball. Lady Cyclones on the offensive end, left it of your listening and or viewing device. Quickly into the front court, and here comes Monroe, who hit that bucket a moment ago. Braley over the top, goes inside for Gates, and Gates going to get fouled and will go to the line to shoot two. Good job by Bree to initiate the contact, and I believe the foul going to be called on Dreyer. Let's see, it will be on Alyssa. And that'll be number 2 on Alyssa and number 8 on Mangum. So Bree Gates, who is 1 of 3 from the foul line, goes there now. First one for Gates, no good. Bree will get one more. 4 of 8 right now for UV Williamson's club, and she's not happy with the free throw shooting. Second one on the way, good. So the little pep talk from the bench helped out, and it makes it 16-9. 5:35 and running the first half of play. Mangum on top. Holly Lehman-Webb in front of us. She'll go to Woodruss. Now in the corner, Maddie Paxton. Paxton to Woodruss, and some uncertainty there, so a reset out high. Bren now going to put it in motion, go inside, ball tipped out of her hands. Going to be taken away by Color. Kaya running the offense now for UV. Quickly in the front court, she'll go to Gates. Boy, Bree staying in bounds somehow. Now goes up top, wide open, 3 ball on the way. Solis, and got it to go. Jaden Solis. First 3 of the ball game for Solis, and Snyder working their way back into this one. It's a 16-12 ball game at the 4:55 mark of period number 2. Mangum on top by 4. They have led throughout. Lehman-Webb out high. Holly, penetration, kick, left side, Woodruss. Bryn, inside, she'll find Paxton. Maddie's shot comes up short. Granger and Woodruss battling for the rebound, and the arrow pointing the way of Snyder, I believe. Morgan White going to come back into the ball game. Also checking back in, Landry Lively. Paxton will sit down. Woodruss will take a seat as well. And on the alternate possession, it will be Snyder ball. 4:35 left in the first half of play. Monroe bringing the ball across the timeline, picked up by Lively. That's a great matchup out high. There's a lazy pass, taken away, and a run out for Holly. Lehman-Webb off balance, but got it to go. Great anticipation by Holly Lehman-Webb. Mangum on top, 18-12. Force inside to Gates, and ball on the floor. Do we get a jump ball? Let's see. And that ball just last touched by Mangum, so it'll be Snyder underneath their own glass. In 18-12, they had an overture. Inbounds pass, caught by Monroe, shot blocked away by Alyssa. She said, get that stuff out of here! Back the other way now. Here comes Mangum. Dreyer on the offensive end. York splits the defenders, lays it up and in. Lauren York. 6 in the ball game for York. 20-12, 3:55 in the first half of play. Mangum on top by 8. Monroe looking inside. She'll go to Granger. Got a mismatch, put it up off the glass and scored. Good recognition by Riley. Had the mismatch, went on the floor and scored. 20-14, Mangum by a half a dozen. Got a good one cooking on a Friday afternoon here at the Tri-County. An elimination bowl game. Lehman Webb thought about the three. She'll go to Lively. Now back inside. Shot swatted away, but the putback is there for Morgan White. Great block by Granger. White better on the offensive rebound. Put it up and in. She's got 6, and Mangum leads it by 8. 22-14. Timeout going to be taken by Snyder. 3:13 left in the half. Mangum 22. Lady Cyclones 14. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers.
UV Williamson calling that timeout because her club was in danger of a 10-second violation. 3:13 left in the first half of play. And they'll come over the top. Catch made by Gates. Bree, dribble, drive, goes down the length of the floor. UV extolling her to keep going. And the ball going to be taken away by York. Lauren now coming back the other way. Charles Stowe coming in. And Greg Coaching says he loves that recognition on that score a moment ago. And you're right, the rebound and the putback. Miss shot here, run out for Color. Riley going to dribble, drive, put it up with the right hand, and she will score. Kaya Color, not Riley Color, but Kaya Color with the score. So Kaya will make it 22-16. Holly Lehman Webb back into the front court, and to our left, Brian Bingham says, hey, slow down, we're fine. Alyssa up top. She'll go to York, double team, kicks right side, Lively. Landry inside, wild shot put up, doesn't get it to go. Put back there for Lehman Webb. That won't fall. Morgan will try. That won't go, and Riley Granger will clear it off now for this group from Snyder. Good job by Mangum on the glass, and a better job staying with it, Riley Granger, to come over the loose basketball. 2 minutes left here in the first half of play. Charles Stowe, as we mentioned, checking in the broadcast. He sees Monroe kick it to Solis for another three. That one won't go. Inside position by White. Morgan going to get grabbed on the arm. Nope, jump ball. Jump ball will be the call. Bree Gates stepping in. The arrow will point the way of Mangum with 1:53 left in the half. Again, you win, you come back, you take on Hollis tomorrow at noon for the consolation trophy. If you lose and you're Mangum, you wait for Hollis to come to town on Monday night for a regular season ball game. Little give and go inside here to York. She'll kick it between two players. And went between Lively and Dreyer. Neither could get there. What Color having to get some cough medication. Breathing is heavy and labored to say the least. Gates into the front court to Monroe. Monroe going to spin inside. Lost the basketball. Fell down but kept it alive. Good job to Solis. Now to Granger. Back to Solis. Color, top of the arc. York will pick her up. Granger asks for it inside. Turnaround hook, and it goes. A baby hook there for Riley Granger. No doubt taught by her father. 7 in the ballgame now for Granger and her club within 4, 22-18. Mangum has been able to withstand a couple of flurries by Snyder. And there's a withstanding. Landry Lively knocking down the three. Yeah, it was a deep one as well. 25-18. 55 seconds left in the first half of play. Solis into the front court to Monroe. She'll track it down underneath the basket. Put up a wild shot. Didn't get it to go. Rebounded by Alyssa. Dreyer now to Holly Lehman Webb. Wants to push. Does. Quickly into the front court. She'll go to Alyssa. Alyssa sets, fires three. Got it. Alyssa Dreyer. Back-to-back threes to stem the run by Snyder. Mangum leads it 28-18. 30 seconds left in the first half of play. Ball going to be knocked out of bounds here by Holly Lehman-Webb, and I think they're going to get Holly for a foul. Let's see. Nope, going to be on Morgan White instead, and that'll be 3 on Morgan. Team foul number 9 on Mangum. So it's a non-shooting foul. Paxton will come in, and White will set down. Maddie is in there. Oh, it's a 2-shot foul. Yeah, you can't be making the substitution. You can't make the substitution. It's a 2-shot foul. Come on, you're killing me, Smalls. All right. Let them make the substitution. They did. Color misses the first free throw. When you've got 2 free throws, you don't make a substitution. All right, then. Second one on the way. Good. So Kaya Keller, 1 of 2. She's got 5. And it's a 28-19 ball game. Jonna Kay, and I can't say that last name, Jonna, no way. She says, let's go Tigers. Mangum leading here, 28-19. Paxton thought about this shot. Goes to York. Now back out top to Alyssa. Dreyer here on the near side to Woodruss. Go inside to York. Double team. Ball back out top to Holly Lehman-Webb. Webb lost it. Got it back. We're down to 2 seconds left. York fires a 3 as time expires, and it won't go. So the first half in the books, and Mangum on top by 9. 28 on the board for the Lady Tigers, 19 for Snyder, as we are at the intermission on Elimination Friday from the Tri-County Tournament. 28-19, Mangum in front of Snyder. We're Classic Hits, 97.7.
When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
At the half, Mangum on top, 28-19. I have to laugh. First of all, Deborah Reed Maddox not laughing at what she said. Great first half. Keep up the good work, Lady Tigers. I have to laugh about Jonna, who says it's easy to break down my last name. It's Keo-Chan Keo. Yeah, it's not easy, Jonna. Keo-Chan Van Ivong. Do I get a thumbs up on that? At the half, Mangum Lady Tigers getting a thumbs up as they lead Snyder 28-19. They led at the end of the first quarter 12-4, and then outscored Snyder 16-15 in that second frame, and again lead it 28-19 at the intermission. The winner coming back and playing Hollis tomorrow in the 5th place contest beginning at noon. Check the scoring, and good balance in that first half for Brian Bingham. Boy, when it's spread out like this, he loves it. Alyssa Dreyer leading the way. Dreyer was 7 at the intermission. Lauren York has a half a dozen, as does Morgan White. White doing a great job on the offensive board and getting some putback points here this afternoon. 3 in the first half for Landry Lively as she knocked one down from distance, and 2 at the end of the first half for Brent Woodruss and for Holly Lehman-Webb. Mangum from the foul line in the first half 6 of 8 for the charity stripe. Remember, in that loss back on January the 3rd, they were 9 of 21. Foul situation for the Lady Tigers. White with 3 at the intermission. Dreyer has a pair. Landry Lively with 2 as well. But again, Mangum on top, 28-19. As, some Skinnerd over the overhead speakers. And Call Me the Breeze. Some Friday afternoon foot stomping, hand clapping music. You better believe it. Snyder led in scoring by Riley Granger. No surprise there. Granger was 7 at the half. Kaya Culler has got 5. Give 3 to Jaden Solis. 2 apiece for Brayley Monroe. And Bree Gates has 2 at the intermission. 6 of 11 from the foul line in the first half were the Lady Cyclones of Snyder. Foul situation, Sydney Stevens with 3. And remember, they came in the first minute of play. So Stevens with 3 at the half, Monroe with 2 for head coach U.V. Williamson. I'm laughing because Jonna, and again, I'm Keo Chan Van Ivong. She says, good enough. It's kind of like, yeah, okay, Barnes, nice effort. At the half, 28-19. I'm going to clap my hands and stomp my feet with Skinnerd while you and I listen to this on Classic Hits 97.7. We're at the Tri-County.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Hi, I'm Anna with Dapper 14 Boutique at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. I would like to wish everyone a Happy New Year and invite you to visit our store. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Start the new year off right with something special from Dapper 14. Come see us or visit us on Facebook or at dapyr14.com.
And great to remind you as Anna drops by and remind us to remind you that coming up is a week from tomorrow, Promapalooza 2023. Looking forward to that as it will take place at Dapper 14, giving an opportunity to young ladies all throughout Western Oklahoma to get themselves a free prom dress. They've had over 100 donated. Still needing some monetary donations, if you will, to help out with things like nail polish and I don't know, girl stuff, okay? I don't know. I just know that they have that need. So if you'd like to make a donation, Toonie Lively will take that donation. I think that Dr. Lively will be here as well. He's a part of that. If you see Anna, if you see our good friend April Gerald's, any of those folks, you can certainly do that. So All right, foot stomping, hand clapping music with Skinnerd is over. Time now for the second half of play. Snyder with the basketball to begin the second half. On the right end of your listening and or viewing device, Bree Gates will inbound it to Riley Granger. Granger out there with Braylon Monroe. Monroe asking for the ball, but it's taken away by Lauren York. York trying to run it out, trying to beat down the floor a couple of defenders, and does. And then stepping out of bounds to the baseline is Brent Woodruss. Kaya Culler and Jaden Solis getting the start for Snyder in the second half of playing the road black uniforms with the orange numerals and the orange and white trim. And I take that back. Sydney Stevens will start the second half with those 3 fouls. Lauren York takes the ball away on the inbounds pass. Lauren, a little ball fake, goes inside. Had the ball blocked. Morgan White will get it, put it up, get fouled, and go to the line to shoot 2. Morgan and Lauren out there, along with Brent Woodruss, Landry Lively, and Alyssa Dreyer. Culler picks up the foul on Kaya. That'll be her first of the afternoon. Team foul number 1 on Snyder in the second half, and Morgan White will go to the line to shoot a couple. Morgan, first one on the way, is good. She is 3 for 3 on the ball game. Morgan White. 7 now for Morgan. Mangum on top by 10, 29-19. This free throw could make it the biggest lead of the afternoon, and it does. White hit them both. She's got 8, and Mangum by 11, 30-19. 7:40 left here in the third. Inbounds pass. Bree Gates will get it, bobble it a couple of times, finally corral it, and hand it off to Riley Granger. Granger matched up with Lively. Landry trying to stay with Riley. She'll go inside, put it up on the run, and miss it, and Landry will grab the rebound. Lively now will come to a jump stop, find White in the middle of the floor. York to Woodruss. Bren, high arcing 3, well off the mark. Saving it, though, Morgan White. She's done that a bunch this afternoon. She'll go to Alyssa for 3. Got it! Alyssa Dreyer knocking down the 3. She's in double digits with 10, and it's a 33-19 ball game. Minute gone by in the third. Mangum on top. York will collide that time, trying to steal the basketball with Culler, and the foul going to be called on Lauren. So Lauren will pick up her second of the ball game. Team foul number 1 called on Mangum in the second half. And right now, that's one thing that could get Mangum into trouble is foul situations. Got to be judicious with those fouls. Skip pass inside will go to Stevens rather. Ball knocked out of bounds. It was last touched by York, so it will still be Snyder ball. 6:52 left here in the third. 33-19. Granger to inbound. Riley over the top. Ball going to be tipped and saved nicely here on the near side by Culler. Woodruss may have gotten away with a walk there. She'll give it up to Culler, Kaya, give it up to dribble. Gates here on the near side. Ball knocked out of her hands, taken away by Lively. Then she'll lose it and had it taken away by Monroe. Braley cut off out high. Goes to Stevens. Stevens now will give it up to a 3-ball shooting Kaya Culler. Doesn't get it to go. And the ball lost out of bounds. It'll be Mangum basketball. Last touch, they said, by Snyder. Quick substitution now. As into the ball game, Jaden Solis and UV Williamson looking at Solis saying, run, get in there. Setting down will be Gates. The substitution for Mangum as well. Nope, still got the 5 out there. All right. White, little give and go inside to York, draws a crowd. Alyssa has it on the left wing. Nothing there. Back over the top. She'll go to Woodruss. Bren stopping, popping, leaves it left wing. 3. Way too strong, but White there to put it back up. Didn't get that one to go, and finally the rebound going to be taken away by Stevens. Missed opportunity that time for Mangum. A rare missed opportunity for Morgan White on a weak side rebound. 3-ball dialed up here. Will not go. Battle for the rebound, and Woodruss will get it, and she wants to run. Bren doesn't have the numbers. It's a 1-on-4. She'll challenge anyhow, put up the shot and get fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. How about Bren Woodruss? 1-on-4. She says, that doesn't bother me. She attacks the glass and gets fouled. Check the foul. It will be on Jaden Solis, her first, and team foul number 2 called on Snyder. So at the line to shoot 2, Brent Woodruss. Bree Gates will come back in after the first of 2. Woodruss will miss it. Brent will get one more. So here comes Gates, and setting down will be Monroe. Morgan White takes his seat from Mangum as Holly Lehman-Webb has come back in now for the Lady Tigers. 33-19, they lead. Second free throw on the way, good. So Woodruss, 1 of 2. She's got 3. And it's a 34-19 ball game. 5:35 left in the third. Gates in the front court will bobble. Ball taken away by York and then picked up by Granger. It's a hot potato. Finally, Alyssa Dreyer will get it, and Dreyer going to get grabbed on the arm. Let's see if that's Gates or if it's on Granger, and it's Bree. That'll be her first, and team foul number 3 called on Snyder. 5:24 left here in the third. Braylee Monroe quickly back to the scorer's table to come back in at the next dead ball. Into the front court, Lehman-Webb. She'll come to Lively. Landry over the top. Ball tipped out of her hands. Woodruss there to save it, though. Good job by Bren. I'll go inside to York, and York puts it up and in. Lauren York. 8 in the ball game for Lauren, and Mangum on top, 36-19. 4:55 left in the third, and a timeout taken by Snyder just ahead of the 5-second violation. 4:58 left in the third. Mangum 36-19 over Snyder on Classic Hits 97.7.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
All right, let's give you a Cattleman's Bank game reset now. 4:58 left in the third. Mangum leading 36-19. 4 timeouts left on the board for the Lady Tigers, just 2 for the Lady Cyclones. 1 team foul on Mangum at this point, 3 on Snyder, and the arrow points the way of the Lady Tigers. Kelly King giving some instruction to Woodruss on that shot from inside during that timeout. So Snyder will get the ball and inbound to Monroe. Well, Monroe actually got the pass. Boy, Mangum Snyder having a hard time getting the ball in. They finally do. And coming across the timeline, Solis, and pass was late, intended for Granger and knocked out of bounds by Woodruss and Lively. Good job by them to get back. Granger was open for a while, and we could hear UV saying, get it to her, get it, and they just didn't get it done. So it will be Snyder ball underneath their own glass since the right end of your listening and or viewing device. Skip pass, caught over the top. Nice catch there. Culler going to get fouled on the arm, and she'll go to the line to shoot too. Brian Biggin saying, don't bail her out. That was not a good shot. Check the foul, and that will be on Woodruss. First of the ball game on Brim, and team foul number 2 on Mangum in the second half. So at the line to shoot 2, Kaya Culler. Culler with 5 in the second quarter, and now 6. Her first of the third. Kai 2 of 3 from the foul line. 36-20, Mangum leads. 4:46 left in the third. Second free throw good. So Culler looked good on both of those. Give her 7. And it's 36-21. Lehman-Webb coming across the timeline. Holly looking for a screen out high. Got it from Dreyer. Couldn't do anything with it. Now she'll back it out. Lose the ball near the timeline, but capture it before it goes into the backcourt. And timeout going to be taken by Mangum. 4:29 left in the third. They lead 36-21. You and I come back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Worth noting from our good friend Sam Powers, the Mangum head football coach. Says, give a huge shout out to our 7th Red Jacket in 4 years. Senior Nathan Augustine made the All-Star by Class team as a tight end, and he will now go in front of the All-State Committee. So congratulations to Nathan. We will see Nathan a little bit later on this afternoon, 5:40 start time, thereabouts, as Mangum will do battle with Lady in a boys' semifinal matchup. Out of the timeout, Mangum with the basketball here, leading for in this elimination Friday afternoon contest with Snyder. Overplaying on the defensive end in the Cyclones, Lady Cyclones, and they'll get a steal. Now a return steal by Lauren York. Good defense by York. Mangum that time got victimized by the pressure defense, but got it right back and didn't lose any ground. We've reached the halfway point of quarter number 3. There's a pass going to be swatted out of bounds, and I believe they said it was off of Mangum. Brian Bingham not happy with his club. A little bit standing around. Morgan White will come back in, and Lively will sit down. Brian Bingham cannot believe that call. Snyder basketball. Granger with a run out. Riley stopping and popping. And ball blocked out of bounds. White apparently got a piece of it, or Lauren York, one of the two. UV Williamson now wanting a foul on the play. Not going to get it, but Snyder will get the ball underneath their own glass. Wow. So both coaches a little bit kerfluffled on that one. Inbounds pass, Monroe. 3 ball on the way, doesn't go. Rebound cleared off by Mangum. And Brent wanted to run and give up the dribble. She'll hand it off to Morgan right in front of us. Diagonal pass across the way will go to Lauren York. That's a dangerous pass there. Great catch by Holly. Lehman Webb throws it up. White there to get it. She'll get fouled on the arm and go to the line to shoot 2. Morgan White. Check the whistle on Snyder at the 3:34 juncture. And that will be on Kaya Keller, and that'll be her second. And team foul number 4 called on Snyder. So at the line to shoot 2, Morgan White. First one for Morgan, good. White will get one more. Morgan, flawless from the foul line. There's the kiss of death. She has made 5 out of 5 and has 9 points. Second one on the way from Morgan, good. So White made them both. And it's 38-21, 3:30 and running. The ball stolen by York. And then Lauren attacks the glass and gets fouled. Great job by York with the steal and then to draw the foul. And that'll be team foul number 5 of the second half, called against Snyder. The second of the ball game on Jordan Solis. So at the line, Lauren York to shoot 2. York with 8 points. Lauren's first, spins out, and she'll get one more. Bree Gates back into the ball game. Solis setting down with those 2 fouls. 3:31 left here, third quarter of play. Second free throw due down for York, and this one no good. Rebound taken away by Granger. Riley going to push it now across the timeline per her head coach. A little hesitation in front of us. Had the ball taken out of her hands and stolen away by Holly Lehman-Webb. Holly into the front court. Didn't have the numbers. She'll slow it down. Now finds Alyssa over the top. Dreyer puts it on the floor, and she's going to get fouled. Nope, called her for a travel. Happened right in front of Brian Bingham. There's that face. You need to take a picture of that, Chad Fox, and then freeze that. And then when we do the Michael Barnes charge thing, we'll have that face of Brian there of disbelief. Inbounds pass, Culler right in front of us. She'll streak by, then give up the dribble, slide to a stop, and leave it for Bree Gates. Gates inside, intended for Granger. The ball taken away by Lauren, and York, a foul across the way, called on Braylee Monroe. That'll be 3 on Monroe, and 6 now called on Snyder. 3:03 left here in the third. You can hear UV to our right saying, have some patience. Alyssa will set down. Landry will come back in, so it's Lively along with Morgan White, Lauren York, Holly Lehman-Webb, and Bryn Woodruss. Putting it on the floor here, York. She'll give it up to White. Morgan over Granger. Shot won't go. Was that Paul partially blocked? It was. And so it will still be Mangum basketball. Never got to the rim and thought maybe a little bit of a block there. So Woodruss will inbound. you kind of get the idea that both clubs are a little bit tired right now. 2:49 left in the third. Skip pass over the top, caught by Landry. Lively resets now to York. 2:40 left in the third. York inside. Shot won't go, but she's fouled by Granger and will go to the line to shoot two. I believe it's going to be the second of the ball game on Riley. It is. Team foul number 7 called on Snyder. Mangum boys playing at 5:40 this afternoon. Keep that in mind. They'll take on the Bison of Leedy, Lance Carpenter and company, in a championship semifinal matchup. First of 2 for York. Boy, Lauren really struggling for the foul line. She's made 2 of 7 now from the line. Monroe's setting down, and Solis back into the ball game for Coach Williamson and Snyder. Alyssa Dreyer will check back in if York makes the free throw. She did. York will set. Dreyer will take her place. Mangum leading now 39-21. 2:40 left here in the third. Snyder ahead of that 5-second count. Ball got slapped and apparently was touched by Mangum. Oh, no. No. It was off of the Cyclone, Lady Cyclones instead. So Morgan White and company will inbound. Morgan in the corner to Dreyer. Alyssa puts it on the floor, goes inside, misses the shot, got her own rebound. Put back is there. Good hustling effort by Alyssa Dreyer. She's got a dozen. Mangum now 41-21. 2:25 left here in the third. Carlos Martinez Peralta says, let's go, ladies. Carlos will be here later on for that boys game with son Ian Martinez. Inside colors, spinning, shooting, and scoring. And Sydney Stevens instead. First 2 of the ball game for Sydney. She has not had many offensive efforts, but got that one to go down. 41-23. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter of play. White up top to Woodruss. Bren off the bounce, slides to a stop, didn't get away with it. We have seen those not get called here in the first couple of days of this tournament, but that time it did. So the slide to the stop. We'll give it back now to Snyder, and they want to run. Stevens, dribble, drive, left hand, scores. Back-to-back buckets for Sydney. She's got 4. And it's 41-25, but at 40 left here in the third. Holly into the front court. Lehman Webb, little crossover, goes to the free throw line. Now Woodruss. Bren, 3-ball, no, too strong. Rebound kept alive by Lively. She'll go to Alyssa. Her 15-footer off the back of the iron won't go. Battling for the rebound, Woodruss. She'll find Morgan. White back out top to Lively. Now to Dreyer. And they'll reverse here on the near side to Lehman Webb. Great effort by Mangum as they go get the 50-50 balls and are out hustling Snyder at this point. Lively inside, clear out, throws it up over Granger and scores. Landry Lively now with 5 of the ball game. Mangum leads it 43-25. 60 seconds left in the third. Skip pass here on the left side. Stevens should go back out top to Cutter. Now here on the near side. Find it in the hands of Solis. Good lob inside by Solis. Granger pinned the defender and got the lob, got the layup, and got the 2. 9 in the ball game for Riley. 43-27. 40 seconds of running, third frame. Mangum on top, trying to advance to the consolation finals tomorrow at noon against the Lady Tigers of Hollis. Woodruss will back it out now. Bren. All right, check that. That was Lively. We'll go to Holly. Lehman Webb high off the glass. And the wish is answered. 45-27. 10 seconds left, third quarter of play. Stevens in the front court. She'll go to Gates. Solis going to launch a deep 3. That won't go. Rebound corralled by Mangum. And we'll get a jump ball with 2.4 left here in the third. Lauren York will check back in. White going to set down. And apparently it'll be Mangum basketball in the alternate possession. 2.4 remaining. Woodruss will go to York. Lauren, as time expires from 30, back of the iron, and it doesn't fall. We've played 3. Mangum on top, 45-27. Fourth period coming up. Stick and stay. Classic Hits 97.7.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
Off to the fourth quarter we go. Mangum on top here by a score of 45-27. As the Lady Tigers getting a dozen from Alyssa Dreyer, Morgan White with 10, and Lauren York has 9. It'll be Snyder ball right into your listening and or viewing device in the road black uniforms, orange numerals, and the orange and white trim. And it's Braylee Monroe with the basketball. Monroe going to go inside, force the shot, doesn't get it to fall. Weak side rebound, going to be taken away by Alyssa Dreyer, and now a run out for Lauren. Lauren dribble, drive, stop, pops, glass, got it. Lauren York with 11 in the ball game. Mangum now leading by 20, their biggest of the afternoon, 47-27. Sydney Stevens on the offensive end. She'll go to Riley Granger. Now the three ball dialed up by Jaden Solis. No good. Rebound put back won't fall, but foul on the play will be Sydney Stevens. She'll get a chance to shoot two. Check the foul on Mangum, and it'll be on Alyssa Dreyer. That'll be 3 on Alyssa. Team got up her 3 of the second half on Mangum. First one on the way, Stevens won't go. Sydney will get one more. Snyder from the foul line now, 8 of 14. Morgan White in, and Dreyer sits down, so it's White, York, Holly Lehman-Webb, Bryn Woodruss, and Landry Lively. Second free throw up and in for Sydney Stevens, 47-28, 7:20 and running the fourth quarter. Mangum trying to come up with her 5th win of the year. Again, Hollis tomorrow. Hollis again on Monday in a regular season affair. They'll play on Tuesday night against Cordell, and then next Friday against Tipton. Attacking the glass here, Brent Woodruss laying it up and in. 5 of the ball game now for Bryn. York with a steal on the other end. Holly Lehman-Webb will come up with a loose basketball as it was tapped to her by York. Now Lauren in the front court on the reverse pass from Holly. Baseline move here. Lively, shot won't go. Foul committed. Lively will go to the line to shoot two. Should be on Bree Gates. Let's see. It is on Bree. That'll be her second. And team out of her 8 cold on Snyder. Kaya Culler set to come in at the after the first of 2 free throws. Lively 2 here. First rolls in. Landry will get one more. Landry now with 6 in the ballgame. Mangum, by the way, 13 of 19 unofficially from the foul line. And again, the first time these two clubs met, they were 9 of 21 and lost by a pair. Second one up in. 7 now in the ballgame for Landry. An offensive explosion this afternoon for the Lady Tigers. They've got 51 on the board, 6:46 left in the ballgame. And you can hear Brian Bingham to our left saying, do not foul. He's extolling his club to go straight up. Shot put up and would not fall for Stevens. Got her own rebound, and then she'll get fouled on the floor. Maybe on Morgan White. Let's see. Brian doesn't like the call, but it will be on Morgan, and that'll be her 4th. Just the 4th team foul against Mangum. But again, you want to stay away from fouls if you're Mangum and just let the clock run out. Morgan will set, and Alyssa Dreyer will come back in for the Lady Tigers. 6:35 left in the ball game. Inbounds pass. York got a piece of it, knocked it out of bounds, and it will still be Snyder basketball. Inbounds pass here. It'll go. Good catch there. And the putback by Sydney Stevens. She's got 3 in the quarter, 7 in the ball game. 51-30. Mangum on top. Again, we've got 3 games in a row on the Fox Radio Network, beginning with the boys at 5:40 of Mangum. As Woodruss got another bucket, and Bren back-to-back scores. She's got 7. Riley Granger coming into the front court. She'll go to Monroe. Now Gates on the left wing. Again, Mangum and Lady in a boys semifinal matchup at about 5:40 on Classic Hits 97.7. And then Hobart teams will play back-to-back in championship semifinal matchups as well. That along the Fox Radio Network on 1420 KTJS and also on the FM side, 102.1. Missed shot there by Snyder. Rebound by Mangum. They lead by 23. Woodruss inside. Shot won't go. Rebound Holly Lehman-Webb. Reset out top now to Dreyer. Back to Landry. Lively shot halfway down. Couldn't get it to go. And on the rebound, a traveling violation going to be called. Gates got the rebound and sat down. And that's a travel. 5:20 remaining. 53-30. Mangum, as we mentioned, trying to get their 5th win of the year after only getting 3 all of last year. Inbounds pass, Alyssa. Dreyer resets out high now to Lively. Landry resets Lauren York. 5:10 left of the ball game. Mangum content to run clock with the lead. Traveling going to be called. Landry made the catch and took an extra step along the way. We'll play Hollis tomorrow. And again, we set that schedule for you a moment ago. Hollis tomorrow in the Consolation Championship ball game. Hollis at Mangum coming up on Monday night. Cordell, that's a double dribble. Cordell on Tuesday night as we'll celebrate homecoming and then go on the road for the final game of January, a week from tonight, headed to Tipton. Jaden Solis going to come back into the ballgame now for UV Williamson. And Kaya Keller will set down. 4:55 left of the ballgame. Mangum, I mean, the way things are set up, and again, you don't want to put the horse before the cart, but they play like this, they can put together a nice little winning streak. And boy, speaking of winning, Woodruss is attacking the glass here in the 4th. That's her 3rd bucket of the quarter. She's got 9 in the ballgame. And it's 55-30. 3-ball Stevens couldn't get it to go. And foul going to be called on Landry Lively, even though it looked like she had inside position. They will call it on Landry. She and Granger were battling one another. Landry's 3rd. And team foul number 5 called on Mangum. Inbounds pass caught by Monroe. She'll go inside and a charge is the call. And they called it on Monroe, and on Braley, that'll be her 4th. Player control foul, team foul number 9, called on Snyder. Mangum on top, 55-30, 4:20 remaining. I'm pushing all the bells and whistles here. I get to do all this stuff. This is good. This is fun. Landry off the dribble. Penetration. Bounce pass right side. White. Down to Lauren. Lauren going to go inside. Put up the shot. Didn't get it to go. Put back Woodruss. No. Second opportunity. Won't fall. And the weak side rebound recovered by Monroe. 3:55 left of the ball game. Mangum in control. Leading by 25. 55-30. Stevens into the front court to Monroe. Now Granger on the left side. Riley. Back to Monroe. Mangum content to let them throw the ball around the outside. I mean, you leave by 25. Now a steal and a run-out opportunity for Lauren. York dribble, drives, gets her steps down, and lays it up and in. 13 in the ball game now for Lauren. Mangum leads it 57-30. 3:20 and running in the 4th quarter of play. Another steal. This time it's Lively. Landry, a little shake, a little bake. Too hard off the glass. Put back for Woodruss won't go. Ball tipped and tapped a couple of times. Monroe will get it. Now she'll get tied up. and we'll get a jump ball, and UV Williamson has seen enough. She is clearing her bench at the 3:13 mark. And Mangum will get in 3 new players as well, as Maddie Paxton will come in. Also checking in for the first time this afternoon, Zoe Gutierrez, and Kristen Rankins will come in too. Emma Schreibers has come into the ballgame, the foreign exchange student, along with Jada Monroe. Also checking in for the Lady Cyclones, Kyra Hill. And the inbounds pass caught by Mangum. That'll be Holly Lehman-Webb off the dribble penetration. She'll go to Gutierrez. Now up top to Paxton. Rankins had this shot. Decided not to take it. 3 minutes left in the ball game. 57-30. Mangum trying to put it on cruise control here and get the victory. Get a tie-up and a jump ball. They're going to point the way of Snyder. Brian Coleman, Fran Lively joining us back in the broadcast booth as Mangum, as we mentioned, put it on cruise control now. Alternate possession will go to Snyder. Lady Cyclones will get over 2:45 left of the ball game. Hill thought about the 3. Kyra instead will leave it here on the wing. That's a 2 for Shriver's. Comes up short. Emma, as we mentioned, the foreign exchange student. And we had fun watching her earlier this month in that bowl game over at Snyder. Get a push from behind, and a foul going to be called on Rylan Weekly. Rylan, first time she has come into the ball game, so Rylan will commit the personal. That'll be her first. And team foul number 10 called on Snyder. So 2-shot free throw opportunity for Kristen Rankins. So Kristen going to get a couple here. 2:28 remaining. First one on the way is short. She'll get one more, Rankins. So it'll be Mangum and Hollis tomorrow at noon in our first bowl game along the Fox Radio Network. Classic Hits 97.7. Second free throw. Rankins got it to go. The crowd loves it. So Kristen will make it a 58-30 bowl game. And again, you can hear Kelly King and Brian Bingham saying, do not foul. Hill put it up. Kyra's shot no good. Gutierrez with the rebound. She'll slow it down now to Holly Lehman-Webb. And if you're Mangum, stay outside, make some passes, and let the 2:05 evaporate and get out of here. But instead, they'll attack. Inside, we'll get a foul. And it will send to the free throw line Kristen Rankins. She was there a moment ago. Should be on Weekly, and the second on her. So Ryland picks up 2 quick fouls. Team foul number 11 on the Lady Cyclones. 2:03 remaining. Free throw, good. Kristen will get one more. Mangum go to 5-8 on the year. And honestly, 3 winnable games in their future. 4, actually. They could finish next week above 500. Ball taken away by Holly Lehman-Webb. She'll go to Gutierrez. Zoe trying to get her steps down. Put up the shot, didn't get it to fall, but got fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Rylan Weekly has picked up another. That'll be 3 on her. 12 now on Snyder. Minute 52 remaining. So at the free throw line, Zoe Gutierrez to shoot a couple. First one for Zoe, no good. Gutierrez will get one more. Second one on the way for Zoe, won't stay down. And the rebound taken away by Weekly. 1:45 remaining, 59-30. The only thing down here, the final score. Kira Hill, lob it inside to Weekly. Ryland back out top to Hill. Now on the wing. Shot off the glass, and Scottie Pippen time there. I like that shot there by Shriver's, who gets her first 2 of the ball game. 59-32, 1:20 remaining. 3 ball here, no good. Rebound Morgan, she dribbled it out of bounds. Michael Macias says she misses playing. I know you do, Michael. And again, I remember all those Little League games that I refereed and umpired, and hearing Michael Macias the whole time. Then she goes on and plays high school sports, and I get to do the play-by-play. Fun stuff there. Missed shot here by Snyder. Mangum will get it back. Minute left in the ball game. And again, you can't fault the Mangum kids for attacking the window and wanting to put up points. Holly Lehman-Webb going to give up the dribble. She got mugged, but no call, no foul there. You have to have a broken appendage here. Gutierrez for two in the corner. Zoe knocking it down, and I loved her expression on her face when she went by the Mangum bench. That was priceless. 61-32, 35 seconds remaining. That was just too good. Three ball going to be dialed up here by Monroe, and Jada couldn't get it to go. Ball out of bounds, and it will be Mangum basketball. Jocelyn Reed is coming to the ball game now for the first time. Reed with a little bit of a brace on that left hand. 61-32, 20 seconds left in the ball game. Gutierrez is going to get called for a double dribble. Probably going to be the last possession of the ball game right here, as the clock now has wound its way down to 15 seconds. 61-32. Lady Cyclones looking for a couple of more points. A shot came up short there for Chelsea Berry. Rebounded, though, by Weekly. She'll throw one up, doesn't get it to go. Three ball dialed up as time expires by Hill, and it comes up short. 61-32, your final score. Mangum wins it to advance to the consolation semifinals tomorrow at noon. And we're back with your totals after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Mangum wins it by a final score of 51-32 to improve their record to 5-8 on the year and come back and play in the semifinals, or the consolation ball game tomorrow afternoon against Hollis. Numbers look like this for the Lady Tigers: 13 in the victory for Lauren York. Give a dozen to Alyssa Dreyer. 10 for Morgan White, 9 in the ballgame for Brent Woodruss. Landry Lively was 7, 4 in the contest for Holly Lehman-Webb, and 2 apiece for Zoe Gutierrez and Kristen Rankins. Mangum 16 of 26 from the foul line. Meantime, UV Williamson's team led in scoring by Riley Granger. She had 9. Sydney Stevens was 7 as well for Kaya Culler. 3 on the afternoon for Emma Shrivers, and then 2 apiece for Bree Gates, Sydney Stevens, and your final score, 61-32. Mangum wins it. So we will step aside, and we invite you to join us on the Fox Radio Network on 107 The Zone as Cordell and Hollis get ready to play in a boys elimination contest. And then we're back at about 5:40 as Mangum will do a battle with Leedy in a boys semifinal matchup on the championship half of the bracket. Until then, you've been listening to Mangum Lady Tiger Basketball on Classic Hits 97.7.
You move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. Problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Equity Bank of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help families and businesses in western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell, building relationships that last.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Washita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evetts Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evetts Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken, meat packs for every budget, and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Folks, we have some new and pre-owned units on our lot right now at Wheeler Ford in Cordell. So if you need a new Ford or a pre-owned Ford, best deal is at Wheeler Ford. You can count on that. See Tom or David? And if we don't have what you want, if one's available, we'll find it. We want your business. We'll do what it takes to earn and keep your business. And our service department is always ready to serve you with friendly, efficient service. So come see us at Wheeler Ford in Cordell.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Bank 360 started as a community bank, and even though they are growing, handling the daily banking needs of friends and neighbors is central to everything they do. When it comes time for you to take on bigger and better challenges, Bank 360 is there with all your personal and commercial lending needs. And add in the convenience of on-the-go online banking. Here for your banking needs with 2 locations to serve you in Cordell and now Clinton. Bank 360, here for your banking needs.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett, and Ashley Furniture. Bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell. Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford, Oklahoma provides skilled nursing, rehab, long-term care, and memory care services. Corn Heritage Village facilities are known for their reputation and are the industry leaders in all of western Oklahoma. So if your loved one needs rehab, nursing home, or dementia care, give them a call, 580-343-2295, 343-2295, or visit them on the web at cornheritage.org. and find them on Facebook.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Welcome back to the Western Equipment Classic. Oh no, this is Tri-County down here at Western State. Here in Altus, Oklahoma, the Cordell Blue Devils and the Hollis Tigers getting ready to hook this one up here big time. Looks like Mr. Danny Corbin going to jump center against Caden Rollins for Hollis. Hollis will be on the south end, Cordell on the north end to start off this ball game. And the ball's in the air, controlled to the backcourt to Hollis. They save it at the baseline down there. They bring it back to the south end of the court. Cordell on defense, Hollis on offense right here. Out to Brody Shelby at the top of the key. Goes over to the left side to Zach Mefford. Mefford on the left wing, guarded by Thomas Reimer. Back out the top of the key to Caden Rollins. Rollins will take the ball at the top of the key. Work over the left side to Mefford. Mefford with the ball, holds it high. Out to 25 is Braxton Wisenhunt. Ball comes back out top to the Hollis Tigers. Nothing going right there. The offense just going to wait and get every position going right here. There's a drive into the paint down by Shelby. Out on the right side to Mefford. Back into Shelby. Back out to Mefford. 3 ball from the right corner. Rattles in and out. And Danny Corbin with the first rebound for the ball game for the Cordell Blue Devils. He's headed to the north end, and it's a 0-0 ball. First offensive possession for Cordell. Ball comes down on the left corner to Danny Corbin. Back out high to J.D. J.D. gets over to Jordan Wood. on the right side, back to Danny Corbin, left side, 3-ball, back iron right there, rolls around, comes out to Zach Mefford for the Hollis Tigers. He'll hand it off to Brody Shelby. Shelby will take his time coming up the court. He'll be picked up at the midcourt line by J.D. Maddox. J.D. stays with him step for step. Right side over to Caden Rollins on the right side, guarded by Danny. There's a pass down to the paint down here, stolen away by J.D. Maddox. That pass was intended for Hollis, and Cordell picked that one off, headed back to the north end here. Out to Danny Corbin, top of the key. J.D. on the right side. J.D. gets out here. A shot by J.D. hits a big three for the Cordell Blue Devils and starts it off right here to help out right here. 3-0 lead for the Cordell Blue Devils. Out to the top of the key to Brody Shelby. Shelby left side over to number 25, Braxton Wisenhunt. Wisenhunt over to the right side to Caden Rollins. Rollins goes in the paint, out to Shelby. 3-ball right side, and we're tied at 3 right here. Over to inbound to Danny Corbin. Corbin will bring the ball up the court for the Cordell Blue Devils. Works in the paint into Scout Regier. He gets double teamed right there. He's actually triple teamed. Dual possession gives the ball to the Cordell Blue Devils. They'll inbound here at the left of the scorer's table. J.D. Maddox to inbound to Danny Corbin. Corbin out of the top of the key. Left side over to Thomas Reimer. Reimer goes top to Jordan Wood. Jordan Wood to Danny Corbin. Left side, 3-ball off the iron. Rebounded by Wisenhunt for the Hollis Tigers. We're headed to the south end, tied at 3. Oh, home team 2. Okay, we're going to say one of them was a 2 right here. I gave both teams 3s, and that means that Brody Shelby's 3 was a 2 right there. So we'll go back Cordell with the 3-2 lead. There's a foul on the floor by number 4. Danny Corbin draws the first foul, and this will put Brody Shelby on the free throw line to shoot a free shot. He can tie the ball game up right here. First one rattles in and out. No good. He'll get to take another one. He's in the act of shooting when he got contested just a little bit. He should be able to make this second one right here with no problem. And that's off the front iron, rebounded by Danny Corbin. J.D. and Danny were fighting for it. Corbin taking the right side down to Jordan Wood from the right side off the rim, rebounded. Looked like J.D. was up there going to tap it in, but couldn't quite get to it, so it goes to the Hollis Tigers. Top of the key will be Shelby with the ball. He'll work over to the left side of the three-point arc, right side over to Caden Rollins. Rollins with the ball to the top of the free throw line. Number 21 puts up the shot, and it's rebounded by J.D. Maddox for the Cordell Blue Devils. Deidre Ball, yes, they'll have to tell Deidre Ball that we're going on right now. So, and we'll go back to the left side to Danny Corbin. Goes in left side off the rim, rebounded by J.D. J.D. goes back up and rebounded by the Hollis Tigers. And as we come down here, I can't chew and walk at the same time. Just started right there for Deidre. 3-2 the score. Cordell on top. Top of the key. 3-ball put up. Rebound comes out to the Hollis Tigers. And you got Jordan Wood almost had it on the far side. It'll be Cordell ball. No, it'll be touched by Cordell last. And it will be Hollis ball, number 21. Roy Cruz will inbound into the backcourt to Brody Shelby. Shelby comes across the timeline, sets up at that point, comes in near the three-point arc down here on the right side to Zach Mefford. Mefford starts to dribble, comes in free throw line left side, hands off to number 25, Wisenhunt. Stolen away by Jordan Wood. He comes down the left side, lob pass down to J.D. on the right side, right baseline. Nothing there. Gets the ball back out to Corbin. He looks at a 3, backs out of it. Left side over here to Thomas Reimer. Back to Jordan Wood. 2-ball. Jordan Wood gets a big deuce right here. Whistle on the floor. Timeout on the court. We'll take a timeout and be right back.
Equity Bank of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help families and businesses in western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell, building relationships that last.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Ouachita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evans Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evans Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evans and staff at Evans Drug in Cordell.
Back here at the Tri-County Tournament, Altus, Oklahoma, the Cordell Blue Devils and the Hollis Tigers hooking it up right here. Cordell with a 5-2 lead, and it's working out real well right now. Going to be up-tempo, up-speed, a lot of full contact basketball. Even though basketball is a touch-me-not game, you talk about full contact. You've seen both teams do this all the way up. Ball's being brought up by Brody Shelby to the top of the key. He'll cross, picked up by J.D. J.D. Maddox with a guard situation, works over to the right side, hands it off to Mefford. Mefford will go left side, hands it off to Roy Cruz out on the top on the left side. J.D. stays with him as Cordell's pretty in a much of a zone. And out high to Roy Cruz. Cruz holds the dribble up high. There's a pick set by Wisenhunt. Ball comes loose. Thomas Reimer comes up with it. 1-on-2 is not the numbers you want. He'll step out of that one. Hands it off to Jordan Wood. Baseline right off the glass. Ball pinballs around. Had Scout Regier on the left side. Touched it, but he was sandwiched between some white jerseys from Hollis. The ball comes back to the Hollis Tigers. Brody Shelby brings the ball up for the Hollis Tigers. Comes here to the right side of the court. Starts to dribble out high. 2:40 left in this first period. And Cordell Blue Devils lead 5-2. Out on the top on the left side, there's a drive by the left side by Mefford. Puts up a shot, rebounded by Danny Corbin. He brings it down the left side of the court, goes to the middle of the floor, looks right, goes left, down to the left corner. Shot put up by J.D., pretty high arcing three, rebounded by Roy Cruz for the Hollis Tigers, and Hollis is headed to the south end of the floor. Out here, 5-2 is our score. Cordell on top. Top of the key will be Shelby. He'll work over the right side, hand it off to Mefford. Zach Mefford with the ball. He'll work to the middle of the floor, back to the right side to Shelby. Shelby's going to hold it outside high as they're waiting for positions into the paint on the right side as Caden Rollins goes in left side off the glass. He'll be fouled probably by Scout, I do believe. 22. They're going to say number 22 gets the foul. Scout Regier gets his first foul called in the ball game, and this put Caden Rollins on the free throw line for the first free shots for him. First one rattles in and out. He'll get to take one more as he was in the act of shooting right here. Caden Rollins is ready for his second free shot right here. As he gets ready for his free shot, it's a 5-2 lead for Cordell. Make it 5-3 as Caden Rollins hits one from the free throw line, and it'll be Cordell ball. Danny Corbin brings it up the middle of the floor. He'll work straight down the middle, left side over to Thomas Reimer. Reimer to the corner to J.D. Maddox, to Jordan Wood at the top of the key, back to J.D. Looks at a three, backs out of it, dribbles into the free throw line. Back to Danny Corbin on the right side, jump stop in the paint. Out to Scout Regier over to Jordan Wood. And a little bit of movement right there, and it'll be Hollis ball right here. Hollis will inbound on the far side. Over there to inbound is Brody Shelby. Gets it into Zach Mefford. Mefford brings the ball up the court for the Hollis Tigers. Cordell on top, 5-3. Out on the right side to number 5, who just checked in for the Hollis Tigers. That'll be Seth Cromer. And it will be out here for the Hollis Tigers. Cromer goes in right side. Ball's on the floor. Tries to go up. Danny Corbin tips that one out of bounds. He went high. The spring he has in his legs is just fun to watch. He gets airborne and goes way up, and then is able to interfere with a lot of shots. Let's put it that way. Out to number 4, Zach Mefford for the Hollis Tigers. He'll be at the top of the key. Comes back to the middle of the floor. Nothing going there. Out to number 5 is Seth Cromer. Goes in left side off the glass. Has it blocked out of bounds probably by Jordan Wood. And I believe he got that one. It'll be 2 shots. So number 23, Jordan Wood, draws his first foul. And on the free throw line is number 5, Seth Cromer for the Hollis Tigers. He'll get to take 2 free shots right here. 49 seconds left in this first period of play. Cordell on top, 5-3. Seth Cromer could tie this game up. First one goes boink off the back iron right there. He'll get to take one more. Jordan Wood comes out as Aiden Middendorf checks in for the Cordell Blue Devils. And 5 threes are scored. Seth Cromer can get it a little bit closer. That one rattles in. He gets his first point in the ball game, and it's a 5-4 1-point lead for the Cordell Blue Devils over the Hollis Tigers. Danny Corbin, top of the key, calls Aiden Middendorf out higher on the left side. Aiden goes to the top of the key, right side over to Thomas Reimer. Reimer goes back to Aiden Middendorf, back to Thomas Reimer. To the right side to J.D. Maddox. Pass out high to Aiden Middendorf is almost intercepted. Good hustle by J.D. Gets the ball, but it's out of bounds off the Cordell Blue Devils. Here comes Harley Taylor in for the Cordell Blue Devils. As he comes in, out comes Scout Regier for the Cordell Blue Devils with 23 seconds left on the clock, and the clock is rolling right here. Number 4, Medford had the ball, gets it back over to Brody Shelby. Shelby starts to go, and the coach says, get across the line, get across the line. You're down to 10 seconds here left in this first period of play. He drives in, spin move in the paint, elevates from about 8 foot out. JD gets the rebound. Danny Corbin comes down the court, goes up and puts up a shot at the buzzer, and at the end of the first period of play, it's a 5-4 1-point lead for the Cordell Blue Devils. We'll hear from our sponsors and be right back.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken, meat packs for every budget, and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Tri-County Tournament down here at Altus. The Cordell Blue Devils have the 1-point lead, 5-4 over the Hollis Tigers as we start this second period of play right here. Looks like the possession area will go to, I'm going to say Hollis. I can't tell for sure. I had looked. I can't see the sign from here, and it should be Hollis. They'll inbound on the far side of the court. Number 3, Brody Shelby is there to inbound for the Hollis Tigers. Into the backcourt to Zach Medford. Hands it back off to Brody Shelby. He'll come up and cross the timeline. Top of the key, works over here to the right side. JD picks him up. They're spacing out pretty far. JD stays with him step for step, trying to work and see which way he's going to go. Drives in right side, and JD blocks that shot attempt right there off the right side. Goes out to Danny Corbin on the right side. Danny comes down to Aiden Middendorf here on the left wing. Aiden goes right side to Harley Taylor. 3-ball on the way. Back iron, rebounded out. Hollis Tigers get that one. Number 25, Braxton Wisenhant got the ball for the Hollis Tigers. Clears it out to Brody Shelby. And we're headed to the south end. 5-4, 1-point lead for Cordell here in early part of the second inning of play, second quarter right here. Out on the right side to Medford. Medford starts to dribble in, dishes out to the left corner. Shot put up from distance right here. Rebound by number 5, rolls out. Back up by number 4, Zach Medford. And there's a couple of them hit the ground, and somebody from Cordell, number 25, draws the foul. Aiden Middendorf draws the foul. That's 3 team fouls, 4 team fouls on the Cordell Blue Devils. And Scout Regier will check in on the next break for the Cordell Blue Devils. On the free throw line, Zach Medford to take 2 shots right here. And we're tied. He hits his first one right here. So it's a 5-5 ball game here in the second period of play. This should be in the first 2 minutes of the ball game. But here in the second period of play, it's all tied at 5. 5-5. Zach Medford can give Hollis the lead if he hits this one. And he does. 2 of 2. He was the first one to hit 2 of 2 from the free throw line for the teams. And Hollis is the only one that shot free shots. They've had 8 free shots, and they've made 3 of them. Okay, out here on the left side to Danny Corbin. Corbin starts to dribble over top of the key to Aiden Middendorf. Aiden back over to Danny on the left side. Dribbles down to J.D. Maddox stolen away by the Hollis Tigers on that bounce pass on the left side. 6-5 Hollis on top by 1. Out here high is Mefford driving in, elevates off the rim, tipped out here, goes to Aiden Middendorf. Middendorf clears it out to Harley Taylor. Harley Taylor comes down the left side, goes into paint, out to Scout Regier, out to Danny Corbin, down to J.D. Maddox in the left corner. Back out to Danny Corbin at the top of the key. And Danny starts to dribble in, elevates from about 12 on the left side. Rebound comes out to the Hollis Tigers. That'll be number 4 with the ball. Medford with the ball. He'll bring the ball down the middle of the floor to the right corner. Down here to 5 is Seth Cromer. Number 1-3 gets the foul right here. 1-3 gets the foul. That'll be Harley Taylor draws his first foul. Be an inbound play for the Hollis Tigers underneath their own basket on the south end of the floor. Inbound to Caden Rollins on the right side. Ball comes out to Mefford, out to Shelby. Shelby will back up near midcourt right here. Danny Corbin stays with him step for step. Over on the left wing to Roy Cruz. Back over to the top of the key. Back over to Rollins. Rollins hands it off to Zach Mefford on the left side. Stays out there. Aiden Middendorf stays with him. Right side layup for number 25. Braxton Wisenhunt has his first 2 points of the ball game and a 3-point lead for Hollis at 8-5. Danny Corbin right side to J.D. J.D. cross-court packs to Aiden Middendorf. Aiden gets ball back out to Danny Corbin. Right side to Harley Taylor. Back over to Corbin. Dribbles in. 12-foot jumper from the free throw line left side. Rims out to Caden Rollins for Hollis, and it'll be Hollis ball with number 4 Medford bringing the ball up the court. He's at the top of the key. He'll work over to the left side to Brody Shelby. Shelby keeps the ball going, works back over, comes back into the free throw line. Slide move right there over to Medford. Medford elevates from about 10 on the left side, and Medford has his first field goal, and all of a sudden it's a 10-5 double up for the Hollis Tigers over the Cordell Blue Devils. And Danny Corbin right side over to the right side, goes down out of bounds to the Hollis cheerleaders. In comes Thomas Reimer and Jordan Wood for the Blue Devils. Aiden Middendorf checks out, as does Harley Taylor for the Cordell Blue Devils. 10-5, the Hollis Tigers on top of the Cordell Blue Devils with 4:40 left in this first half of play. Out to Jordan Wood. Jordan goes right side to J.D. J.D. Maddox with the ball. He'll work into the right side down to Jordan Wood on the right wing. Ball's tipped away by the Hollis Tigers out to Brody Shelby. Shelby comes in left side off the glass. It's good. Brody Shelby has 4 and Hollis has 12. 12-5 is their score. 7, technically about an 8-point run for the Hollis Tigers. Maybe 9 point. Danny Corbin right side 3 ball off the rim. Rebounded by Brody Shelby for the Hollis Tigers. Shelby will bring the ball up the court as he'll cross the timeline on the far side. J.D. stays with him step for step. Come inside the 3-point arc. Hands it off to Rollins. Rollins gets the ball back out to Zach Medford. Medford above the arc. Drives in baseline left. Shot off the glass, and Zach Medford has back-to-back deuces for the Hollis Tigers. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break and join them. You're listening to Ball Game on Fox Radio.
Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here at Tri-County, Altus, Oklahoma, 14-5. That's a 9-point lead for the Hollis Tigers, which had been a 5-3 lead for majority of the time right there. And then all of a sudden it's just a Hollis run off a few points right, 10, 11 points right there. And Cordell is yet to answer. We've had a few decent shots, nothing that we really want to see. So Scout Regier inbounds to Danny Corbin. Corbin brings it up the timeline. Left side over to J.D. Back out to Corbin. Right side to Jordan Wood. Back to Danny Corbin. Starts to drive in through traffic. Out to J.D. Back out to Danny Corbin. To Jordan Wood. Back out to Danny Corbin. 3 ball on the way. Back iron right there. Rolls out. Picked up by Caden Rollins for the Hollis Tigers. And we're headed to the south end of the floor. Number 3, Brody Shelby with the ball. He'll cross the timeline as Hollis sets up for their offense over on the left side, right side. Depends on where they want to go. They both line up. And Shelby comes over to the right side, comes down the right wing. Back out high to number 4 is Medford. Medford will go to the left side down to, is that 0? Yeah, Rollins back over top of the key to Medford. Medford backs up a little bit. 2:46 to go here in the first half of play. When you got the big lead, you can run a little clock right here too. Out to number 5 is Seth Cromer. Cromer goes back over to Zach Medford down here. As the offense from Hollis is trying to go bring Cordell out above the three-point arc. Cordell staying inside the three-point arc. Brody Shelby with the ball. He'll start to work out here in front of the Cordell bench. Left side, right side, down in the corner. Nothing there. So he works around 1 or 2 shots from 1 or 2 dribbles by Rollins. He'll clear it back out to Shelby. Shelby hangs on the ball. We're down to the 2-minute mark here in this first half of play. Starts to dribble in, left side over to Medford. Medford dribbles in, back out high to Brody Shelby. Shelby might be just trying to run 2 minutes off the clock. A long pass over to Rollins on the right side, top of the key to Brody Shelby. Shelby with the ball, starts to dribble into the arc, goes out on the left side to stay with Hollis, Oklahoma. We're down to 1:45 to go in the first half. Back over to Medford. Medford drives in, left side, baseline right. The ball comes out to number 25. Got a travel called on Braxton Wisenhunt. Was trying to get everything more in good motion right here, and he got his feet moving a little bit too often. It'll be a turnover for the Hollis Tigers. And it'll be Cordell ball with 90 seconds left in this first half of play. Back out to Danny Corbin, right side over to Jordan Wood. Back over left side to JD, back to Thomas Reimer. Shot put up by Jordan Wood off the rim. Rebounded by number 25, Wisenhunt for the Hollis Tigers. And clears it out to Brody Shelby. Shelby will bring the ball up the court with 1:10 left in this first half. And Hollis is on top, 14-5. Out here to Medford. He'll back up, goes over to the far side to Shelby. Shelby dribbles in, back over to Medford here on the near side. Cordell's going to get the double team on him. Comes down here on the near side to number... Timeout on the floor called by Hollis. We'll be right back.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Good people to know year-round right here. 14-5, a 9-point lead for the Hollis Tigers here just before half of this ball game. And 14-9-point lead with 54 seconds left in this first half of play. Right here is Brody Shelby to inbound for the Hollis Tigers as they hand him the ball. And it'll be into the backcourt right there. And it'll be over to the far side to Zach Medford, back over to Shelby on the left wing, back out to Medford out high. We're going to run a little clock over the left side to Medford. Drives in, Jordan Wood with the rebound for the Cordell Blue Devils. Clears it out to Danny Corbin in the backcourt. He'll come across the timeline. Left side to Jordan Wood. Jordan gets it back out to Danny Corbin. Back over to Jordan Wood on the left wing. Cross court to JD on the right side. JD holds the ball, back out to Danny Corbin. Baseline right down to Thomas Reimer, back out to JD. 3 ball on the way, rebounded by the Hollis Tigers with 15 seconds left in this first half of play. That'll be Shelby with the ball down the court. We go to the left corner down to Medford. Stolen away by Danny Corbin, right side. He's going to break away layup, goes left-handed layup, and put up by the Cordell Blue Devils. And we have a travel call as JD had to rebound, lost his balance, and went down on the floor. So with 1.9 seconds, the Hollis Tigers will inbound this one. And as they come in near halftime, and it's halftime with the Hollis Tigers leading the Cordell Blue Devils 14-5. We'll be right back. You're listening to the ball game here on Fox Radio.
Everything you need in and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Folks, we have some new and pre-owned units on our lot right now at Wheeler Ford in Cordell. So if you need a new Ford or a pre-owned Ford, best deal is at Wheeler Ford. You can count on that. See Tom or David? And if we don't have what you want, if one's available, we'll find it. We want your business. We'll do what it takes to earn and keep your business. And our service department is always ready to serve you with friendly, efficient service. So come see us at Wheeler Ford in Cordell.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Bank 360 started as a community bank, and even though they are growing, handling the daily banking needs of friends and neighbors is central to everything they do. When it comes time for you to take on bigger and better challenges, Bank 360 is there with all your personal and commercial lending needs. And add in the convenience of on-the-go online banking. Here for your banking needs with 2 locations to serve you in Cordell and now Clinton. Bank 360, here for your banking needs.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett, and Ashley Furniture. Bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell. Corn Heritage Village and Rehab of Corn and Weatherford, Oklahoma provides skilled nursing, rehab, long-term care, and memory care services. Corn Heritage Village facilities are known for their reputation and are the industry leaders in all of Western Oklahoma. So if your loved one needs rehab, nursing home, or dementia care, give them a call, 580-343-2295, 343-2295, or visit them on the web at cornheritage.org. and find them on Facebook.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Equity Bank of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help families and businesses in western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell, building relationships that last.
Evans Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Washita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evans and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evans Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evans Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evans and staff at Evans Drug in Cordell.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken, meat packs for every budget, and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Welcome back to the Tri-County Tournament. This is the Cordell Blue Devils and the Hollis Tigers here as we get ready to kick off this second half of action right here. At halftime, Hollis has the 14-5 lead over the Cordell Blue Devils, and Cordell will inbound on the far side, the east side of the court, headed to the south end. JD inbounds to Danny Corbin, back to Corbin at the top of the key, back to JD on the left side, into Scout Laguerre. Goes out to Braxton Wisenhunt from Hollis, and Hollis has the ball headed to the north end of the floor. 14-5 is the lead right here. Wisenhunt with the ball, or that's over to Shelby. Shelby with the ball over the right side to number 20. Starts to drive in right side off the glass. Rebounded by 25, back off the rim. Ball pinballs out to number 21. Back over to Shelby on the right side off the rim. JD with the rebound for the Cordell Blue Devils, and Cordell's headed to the south end right here. Almost a minute gone here in this third period of play. Out to Thomas Reimer. The ball comes down to the near side to Danny Corbin. He saves that ball, goes over to the left side, down to the left wing, and he might have been contacted there somewhere. Number 3, Brody Shelby, draws his first foul. Called that the first foul for the Hollis Tigers in this ball game. Cordell has 5 team fouls, as those all happened in the first half. Back over to JD, into Danny, top of the key, right side down to Jordan Wood, back down to Corbin. Corbin drives in, elevates from 10, off the glass, no good. Rebounded out by Braxton Wisenhunt for the Hollis Tigers, and the ball is brought up by Brody Shelby as he comes up, crosses the timeline. He'll be picked up mid-court by J.D. Maddox. J.D. with the ball, with Shelby over to the left side to Medford. Medford gets closer. Thomas Reimer has him. He looks right, goes left, back out top of the key to number 21. That'll be Roy Cruz. Cruz with the ball, drives in through traffic, baseline left, and it'll be down here out of bounds off of, I guess it'll be off of Cordell. It'll be Hollis ball underneath their own basket. Inbound to Shelby. Puts up a shot, rebounded, put back up by number 25, and Braxton Wisenhunt has his 4th point of the ball game. Makes it 16-5, 11-point lead for the Hollis Tigers. To the right side, Corbin comes over to Thomas Reimer in the paint to Scout Reguera. Back to Danny Corbin, right side layup. Danny Corbin with his first 2 points of the ball game, and he's fouled by number 4, Zach Medford. And they're going to say no. They're going to say that was a charge on Danny Corbin. Corbin with 2 fouls right there. I gave him his 2. I thought that was a good layup right there, but that didn't count. Didn't count. Mark that off the book. 16-5, 11-point lead for Hollis. Out to the top of the key to Shelby. Shelby with the ball. JD comes out to guard him, put a little pressure on him out high. Out to Medford. Medford stays with him. Comes over on the left side. JD goes with him up on the left side. Ball pinballs around. JD gets the rebound, clears it out to Scout Reguera to Danny Corbin, and we're headed to the south end. Down here to Jordan Wood. Jordan Wood looks, goes over to the left side to JD. JD at the free throw line, top of the key to Corbin. Right side over to Jordan Wood. Jordan works down, comes in, nothing there. Gets the ball out to Danny Corbin at the free throw line. Elevates from the free throw line, off the rim, no good. He's fouled in the act of shooting. He'll get to take 2 shots. Foul is on number 0. Kellen Rollins gets his first foul. And on the free throw line will be Danny Corbin on the free throw line to shoot free shots right here. He'll get to take 2. He was in the act of shooting. First one's up and in and good. That's Danny Corbin's first points of the ball game right here. And that's highly unusual. 16-6, 10-point lead. And Thomas Reimer comes out for the Cordell Blue Devils. So next shot, Danny Corbin rattles out, rebounded by number 25, Wisenhunt, for the Hollis Tigers. 16-6, 10-point lead for the Hollis Tigers. Ball comes out to Brody Shelby on the right side, down to Roy Cruz on the right wing, back out to Shelby in the right corner, working on the right side. He'll bring it back up high. It goes way out high on the right side. Starts to dribble in the paint. Stops there, tipped away by Danny Corbin. Danny Corbin comes down, 1-on-3 break. Skips through traffic, it's up, it's in, it's good. Danny Corbin with the first field goal of the ball game for him. 16-8, a double up for the Hollis Tigers. Down here on the left side is Medford. Over on the left corner is Rollins. Rollins will dribble back out, gets it out to Roy Cruz out high on the left side. Dribbles in the paint, dishes it off right side for the layup for Braxton Wisenhunt, as he has his 6th point of the ball game, and makes it 18-8, back to a 10-point lead for the Hollis Tigers. Danny Corbin with the ball, top of the key, left side over to JD. Maddox back to right side to Jordan Wood. Jordan goes down the corner to, sorry about that, Dason Ramsey. Into Scout Reguera, hands it off to Danny Corbin. JD Maddox right there gets the deuce in the middle of the paint right there, and JD has his 5th point of the ball game. 18-10, 8-point lead for Hollis. There's a drive in the paint. Medford puts it up. Danny Corbin with the rebound for the Cordell Blue Devils. He'll bring the ball up the court on the left side. 3:40 left in this third period of play. Over to J.D. Maddox on the left side to Danny Corbin, top of the key. Right side over to Jordan Wood. Jordan holds the ball back out to Danny Corbin. Right side corner to Dason Ramsey. Ball stolen away and lost out of bounds by number 4, Zach Medford for Hollis. It'll be Cordell ball. And here to inbound is Dason Ramsey for the Cordell Blue Devils into Danny Corbin. Corbin will go to the top of the key over to Danny. Over to JD, back to the right side to Jordan Wood. Puts up the, sorry about that one. JD Maddox gets the rebound. That shot was put up by Dason Ramsey. Back out to JD. Into Danny. Corbin puts up a shot, and it rolls forward and goes in. Does he get the +1 right here? He got the deuce and 1. Count the basket. Foul on number 25 as Braxton Wisenhunt will draw his first foul. And Danny Corbin goes to the free throw line. Number 5, Seth Cromer, checks back in. And number 0, Caden Rollins, checks out for the Hollis Tigers. Danny Corbin, free shots, 1 of 2 so far. And now he's 2 of 3 as he makes that one. That gives him his sixth point of the ball game. 18-13, a 5-point lead for the Hollis Tigers. Ball comes out to Zach Medford, top of the key, works over to the left side, dishes off to the right corner, down to Cromer, back over to the top of the key, elevates from short right there. The ball comes out to Cromer on the right side, clears it back out to Shelby. Shelby at the top of the key, left side over to Medford. Medford starts to work out high. He's guarded by Dason Ramsey. Comes in, dishes off to the left corner, goes into the paint. Out high to Shelby. Shelby with the ball. Out high, starts to work in the right side. Ball comes out to the corner to Cromer. Cromer comes clear across the lane. Back out high to Shelby. Shelby elevates from 15 off the rim. And somebody got out hustled right there. And Hollis will have the shot and gets fouled. Number 23 draws the foul right there. That'll be Jordan Wood's second foul right here. Thomas Reimer is here to check in for the Cordell Blue Devils. And on the free throw line will be number 21, Roy Cruz, to take two as he was in the act of shooting. First one's up and in and good. So that's his first point of the ball game. Thomas Reimer checks back in. Scout Regier comes out for the Cordell Blue Devils. So on the free throw line will be Roy Cruz for the Hollis Tigers, leading 19-13, a 6-point lead. And Cruz gets ready for his next free shot. Nothing but net. Right there, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe for Roy Cruz, and it's a 20-13, 7-point lead. Danny Corbin brings the ball across the timeline, left side over to JD. Back to Danny Corbin in the paint to Thomas Reimer, finds an open, drives in, left side, starts to go up, and he's fouled as he goes in. I think number 25 is going to get him on that one. White number 3, Brody Shelby, draws his second foul. That's why I don't call him. I just call what the officials tell me. If I call them, I miss half the action right there. Looks like Border Dodd is up to check in for the Cordell Blue Devils. And on the free throw line, Thomas Reimer rolls the first one in right there. He was planning on that one, so Thomas Reimer with his first point of the ball game. Cindy, could you do that? I guarantee Mike would miss it. So 20-14, a 6-point lead for Hollis. Thomas Reimer, nothing but net on that second attempt, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. So 20-15, a 5-point lead for the Hollis Tigers over the Cordell Blue Devils with 2 minutes left in this third period of play. Out to Medford at the top of the key, guarded by Corbin, over to Shelby, way out high. JD has him, hands it off to Roy Cruz on the left side, back over to Shelby on the left wing. And over on top of the key, ball's put up from three-point land by number 5. Seth Cromer hits a big 3 from distance on the right side over there. Makes it 23-15, an 8-point lead. Back to Danny Corbin. Spin move in the paint, elevates from 8. Rolls around, comes out wrong for Cordell. Rebounded by Roy Cruz for the Hollis Tigers. 1:20 left in this third period of play. But still an 8-point lead for Hollis. 23-15. Out of the top of the key is Medford. Medford with the ball, dribbles in, left side, elevates from about 10, and it's in and good. Medford gets that one, and that is Medford's 8th point of the ball game. Over on the left side to Dason Ramsey, back out to Danny Corbin. Under a minute to go in this third period play. JD down to the corner, shot put up from distance right there. Had a good look at it, bounced out on the rim, goes out of bounds. Good hustle right there. Thomas Reimer got a hand on it, but could not keep it back in bounds for the Cordell Blue Devils. And here comes, for the Cordell Blue Devils, Aiden Middendorf will check in on the next break right here. Over on the left side right here will be number 4, as Medford's just going to run a little clock. 35 seconds left in this third period. Out on the right side to Shelby. Back out to Roy Cruz on the right side. Backs up near midcourt. So Border Dodd comes out to guard him, stays with him. And Roy Cruz starts to work in on the left side, finds an opening, goes in, layup. Roy Cruz takes it to the hole right down the middle. The lane opened up. He took advantage of that one. And 27-15, back to a 12-point lead for the Hollis Tigers. Danny Corbin with the ball. He'll go left side, elevates from 3. It's good. And as the third quarter ends up right here, it'll be Cordell 15, Hollis 27. We'll be right back.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Folks, we have some new and pre-owned units on our lot right now at Wheeler Ford in Cordell. So if you need a new Ford or a pre-owned Ford, best deal is at Wheeler Ford. You can count on that. See Tom or David? And if we don't have what you want, if one's available, we'll find it. We want your business. We'll do what it takes to earn and keep your business. And our service department is always ready to serve you with friendly, efficient service. So come see us at Wheeler Ford in Cordell.
Back here at the Tri-County Tournament, Altus, Oklahoma, on the campus of Western State College right here. 27-18, a 9-point lead for the Hollis Tigers over the Cordell Blue Devils. And this is a must-win. Whoever must win this one plays Navajo tomorrow for the Consolation Championship. Whoever doesn't win gets to take Saturday off. Well, if you don't win, you better be practicing tomorrow. Inbound possession error to the Hollis Tigers into Zach Mefford in the backcourt. He'll pick up the double team in the backcourt. Thomas Reimer is with him step for step. Ball comes loose. Danny Corbin comes up with a loose ball. Corbin comes down left side layup. And Danny Corbin is fouled as he goes in and up right here. And so Danny Corbin is helped up right there. He laying there and reaches up, said, help me up right here. So number 21 draws foul. Roy Cruz draws his first foul. He was talking to the official. He said, I don't think that's true. But Danny Corbin said, yep, we got you. Corbin, free shot. Comes up a little bit short on that front rim right there. And he'll get to take one more. He's hit 2 from the free throw line. Let's make it 3 right here on this possession. Danny Corbin, free shot is up and in and good. 3 of 4 from the charity stripe gives him his 10th point of the ball game. Got to have more. I hate to say it, but I don't want much. Just want. There's a steal by Danny Corbin. The midcourt goes in. Right side layup. Thomas Reimer gets the rebound, puts it back up. J.D. Maddox is there for the rebound and have a lot of combat right there, but it'll be out of bounds off the Cordell Blue Devils. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break and be right back.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Bank 360 started as a community bank, and even though they are growing, handling the daily banking needs of friends and neighbors is central to everything they do. When it comes time for you to take on bigger and better challenges, Bank 360 is there with all your personal and commercial lending needs. And add in the convenience of on-the-go online banking. Here for your banking needs with 2 locations to serve you in Cordell and now Clinton. Bank 360, here for your banking needs.
Back here at the Tri-County Tournament, 27-19 with 7.5 left in this ball game, and Cordell's down 8 to the Hollis Tigers. Inbound, Cordell goes to the full court pressure right here over the right side over here to Medford. Ball's tapped away. Good job right there by the Cordell Blue Devils, and it'll be knocked out by Cordell, so Medford will be here to inbound for the Hollis Tigers. Gets it into number 5 is Cromer. Cromer goes right side, goes down to Roy Cruz off the rim, and we've got a contact there somewhere. Somebody's going to be shooting free shots right here. Looks like Roy Cruz might get to go to the line right here. Number 20, J.D. Maddox, draws his first foul called in the ball game, and number 21 goes to the free throw line. Roy Cruz, who hit 2 of 2 already. That's one you don't want to be fouled. He should hit most of his free shots. He drops that one in there for his 3rd of 3, so he'll get to take one more. Be his 4th free throw attempt in this ball game as he gets ready for his next free shot. It's up and in and good. 4-4 from the charity stripe for Roy Cruz. That makes it 29-19, a 10-point lead for the Hollis Tigers. Over the left side to Jordan Wood. Jordan to Thomas Reimer, back to JD, JD gets the rebound, puts it up, point blank range, it's good. Gives JD his 7th point of the ball game and an 8-point lead for the Hollis Tigers. Inbound over here to Medford on the left side, back to Shelby. Back over the near side to Roy Cruz. Pass goes to the stands on the far side. He knew where he was supposed to be and where he was, but where he is was not there. 29-21, an 8-point lead for Hollis over the Cordell Blue Devils with 6:50 left in this ball game. Right side over here to JD, back over to Danny Corbin, drives in, a deuce for Danny Corbin right down the middle of the lane right here. 29-23, a 6-point lead for the Hollis Tigers. Over to number 4, Medford with the ball. Comes out midcourt over to Cromer, over the right side to Shelby. Shelby on the right wing. Shelby gets the ball back over to Cromer. Coach is saying, get with the program here. Down on the right side, Shelby elevates from about 10 on the right baseline, and Brody Shelby has his 6th point of the ball game. Back to an 8-point lead to Danny Corbin, left side over to JD. JD to the right side to Jordan Wood, back to Danny Corbin, dribbles in, out to JD on the left wing, has his pockets picked, clears it out to Brody Shelby. Shelby will bring the ball up the court on the right side for the Hollis Tigers. In the backcourt, he's hung up right there, makes a pass out of bounds to one of his teammates, and here comes another one in, comes another one in. Out comes Medford, and out comes Thomas Reimer. In comes Dason Ramsey, and I believe it was Harley Taylor came in. They're right here in front of me. 5:51 left in this ballgame. Danny Corbin, right side over here, back to Danny Corbin. The left side over to JD, into Jordan Wood. Back out to Danny Corbin, out to Dason Ramsey, right side, 3-ball. Bounce around, JD was there, handy, and it's out of bounds off the Hollis Tigers. It'll be Cordell ball. 5:37 to go in this ball game. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break and join them. You're listening to Ball Game on Fox Radio.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ball comes out high to the Hollis Tigers right here. On the inbound play, Cordell put up a shot, and 1-3 draws the foul right there. That'll be Harley Taylor draws his 2nd foul. Cordell missed an inbound shot, but then Hollis comes back up with the ball down on the left side to Roy Cruz on the left corner. Back out high to Cromer. Back over to Cromer, goes over to Shelby. Shelby goes stay out high, back to Roy Cruz, back out high, working around the perimeter right here. 5 minutes left in this ball game. Hands it out to Roy Cruz. They're going to keep pressure on the ball right here. There's a steal, comes out to Jordan Wood. Good pressure by Harley Taylor, and one more down on the right corner to Danny Corbin on the right side, down to Harley Taylor. Shot put up from the corner right there, rebounded by the number 21. That'll be Roy Cruz. Gets the ball over to Medford. Medford brings the ball up the court. Down on the right side, number right side. Ball comes back out high to the back over to the Cordell Blue Devils. In on the right side, Harley Taylor starts to go up on the right side, and he's put out of bounds right here by the Hollis Tigers. Foul will be on number 2-1. That'll be Roy Cruz, draws his 2nd foul for Hollis, and be an inbound play for the Cordell Blue Devils right here. So 4.5 left in this ball game, and Thomas Reimer inbound to Jordan Wood, right side, 3-ball off the iron, rebounded by number 3, Shelby. Shelby with the ball, goes back over to the near side, back to Shelby, and a travel called on Hollis. The ball comes back to Cordell. 4:23 to go. Back in comes number 0, Caden Rollins, as number 25, Braxton Wisenhunt, checks out for the Hollis Tigers. Down to inbound will be Thomas Reimer for the Cordell Blue Devils. Thomas Reimer gets ready to inbound over to the left side to Aiden Middendorf. Shot put up, rebounded by the Hollis Tigers. Comes down the court on the right side is Shelby. Shelby goes in, right side, puts up a shot. Had 2 Blue Devils up trying to make sure that shot didn't happen. It didn't go in, but there was a foul called on one of 2 Blue Devils right there. Maybe 2 of 2, but number 4. Okay, Danny Corbin draws his 3rd foul. I knew one of them got him, but number 3 is on the free throw line, and Brody Shelby hits his first free shot. He's 3rd attempt. That gives him his 7th point in the ball game. So Brody Shelby gets to take one more, and that's in as well. So he's hit 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. When it counts down here, makes it 33-23, back to a 10-point lead for the Hollis Tigers. Over here on the left side, Corbin puts up the 3 ball. Ball comes out to Hollis. Number 0 who saves it back in. A couple of Blue Devils dive for it, but they go out of bounds trying to get that one. And JD's a little bit slow to get up. He said, nope, I'm fine. I'm not counting stars yet, but him and Aiden Middendorf dove for that ball, but it'll be out of bounds off of Cordell. Inbound by Shelby. Inbound to Cromer, back to Shelby in the backcourt. He'll bring the ball up court. Jordan Wood goes high for it. Right side layup for number 0, and that'll be Caden Rollins' first deuce of the ball game. Over to Jordan Wood. Jordan Wood comes in, elevates from about 12 on the right side, rebounded out by Rollins. Rollins goes down court down here to Roy Cruz down on the left side, and that one will roll in there for Rollins right there, as he has back-to-back deuces right here. 37-23, a 14-point lead for the Hollis Tigers. Cordell goes down. Corbin goes up. 3 ball. Timeout on the floor. Let's take a break and join them.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett, and Ashley Furniture. Bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
Back here at the Western campus here in Altus, it's the Tri-County Tournament. 3:11 left in the ball game. Cordell Blue Devils got some ground to make up right here. 37-26, an 11-point lead. It is doable, and the Cordell Blue Devils are going to have to really kick it up right here to make this happen. The Hollis Tigers, as Cordell kicked it up, Hollis kicked it up also. So it's an opportunity to excel right here, and Hollis trots down to the south end to inbound. Brody Shelby to inbound from that point. He'll get the ball into Zach Mefford. Mefford takes his time, comes up near midcourt, back over to Shelby on the right side. They're going to stay here in the black court, back over to Mefford. Mefford goes over to the right side on the right wing down there to 0. That'll be Rollins. Rollins goes back out to Shelby, back out to Mefford. Mefford, Harley Taylor's on him. Over the right side, working around the perimeter right here. Running clock is what Hollis is doing big time. Over here on the near side, ball comes down, and Danny Corbin runs into Roy Cruz, and Danny Corbin will draw his 4th foul of the ball game. 37-26 is our score. 11-point lead for the Hollis Tigers with 2:42 to go in the ball game. Inbound out high to Shelby. Shelby gets the ball on the floor right here. The ball comes out to JD on the far side, the left side. JD will cross the timeline to Danny Corbin on the right side. Corbin gets his dribble going, comes over to the near side, goes back over to the left side to Jordan Wood, down to JD. JD looks left, goes right, comes back out high to Dason Ramsey. Out to Danny Corbin at the top of the key. Running valuable clock right here for the Cordell Blue Devils. And ball comes out to Dason Ramsey. Drives in, elevates from 10. Ball comes out to J.D. Maddox. J.D. puts it back up for a deuce. J.D. has 9, 37-28. A 9-point lead for the Hollis Tigers over the Cordell Blue Devils. As the ball comes out here to midcourt, down to the left corner to Roy Cruz. Down on the right side, ball comes back out to Shelby. Back over the right side to Mefford. Mefford back to Shelby on the near side. In the paint to Cromer. Back out to Shelby. Back over on the right side. Back around the perimeter right here. And getting hung up right here. That'll be Cruz. Goes in. Right side layup. Right down the middle of the paint, actually. 39-28. Back to the 11-point lead. 90 seconds left in this ball game. Out to Danny Corbin on the left side. Corbin goes in. Backs back up, comes back out, gets ready down to Jordan Wood. Back to Corbin, 3-ball. Looking good, comes off the iron right here. Rebounded by Cruz. We might have a foul on Dason Ramsey as he gets in here. We'll shoot 2 free shots. That'll be on number 2, and Dason Ramsey has his first foul called. He'll come out, take a break as Hayden Middendorf checks in. Harley Taylor comes out, takes a break as Thomas Reimer checks back in. 1:11 left in the ball game. That's 71 seconds left in this ball game, and Hollis has a 39-27 lead over the Cordell Blue Devils. And we're going to come down and shoot free shots, as that is 7 free shots. 7 fouls for the Cordell Blue Devils, 16 fouls for the Hollis Tigers. 1:11 left, and number 21 comes to the line, Roy Cruz, who's hit 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He should hit his 5th one right here off the back iron. Ball pinball slot out to Corbin. It's tipped away by Cruz, and so Cruz misses his attempt right there. He was 4 of 4 from the free throw line. I figured he'd make that one. Danny Corbin, left side 3-ball off the back iron, rebounded by number 3, Shelby. Shelby gets the ball over to 21. Roy Cruz down here on the near side to Medford. With the ball. Keeps his dribble going back over to Shelby on the left side. Drives in, dishes off to the corner. Down to Rollins. J.D. Maddox stays with him. And it'll be a whole bunch of them looking at that one. Everybody's pointing their direction. Some of the blue jerseys are pointing toward Cordell. White jerseys pointing toward Hollis. 44.4 seconds left in the ball game, and the Hollis Tigers have the 11-point lead. Into number 21 is Cruz in the corner. He throws it off the leg of Hayden Middendorf. There's not a lot you can do about that. A lot of these teams are getting more aware. Throw it off your opponent, and you can re-inbound it and go from there. 41 seconds. Inbound. It'll be Shelby going to inbound left side. Down low to top of the key. Comes back out to Medford. Over to near side to Cruz. Cruz dribbles in over here on the left side. And it's going to be a foul called on the Cordell Blue Devils. JD's a little slow to get up right there. He draws his second foul right there. But there's a lot of contact, incidental contact by both teams right here. 39-28, 11-point lead for the Hollis Tigers. Number 25 checks back in. That'll be Wisenhunt, and Caden Rollins will come out. On the free throw line is Roy Cruz, who just missed his first one. Let's see. I knew he was going to make that one because he doesn't miss many of them. He'll get to take one more. So it makes it 40-28, a 12-point lead for the Hollis Tigers over the Cordell Blue Devils. I had a good feeling about this ball game, but I don't think it's going to turn out quite the way I wanted it to. He misses that second attempt, rebounded out by Shelby. Shelby will take it out on the right side, over to the right side to Cruz. Have a contact down there by the ball somewhere on Cordell, and it'll be somebody on Cordell. Number 11 will get the foul right here, and that will be number 11 draws foul. Thomas Reimer gets called for his first foul, and on the free throw line will be Cruz, who just missed one, but he made one also. That one rolls around and comes out wrong for Hollis. It'll be out of bounds off of the Hollis Tigers. Cordell gets the ball back with 25 seconds left in the ball game and down 12 points. Got to have some points right here for the Cordell Blue Devils, as we're going to bring it down and inbound down here. So it will be Corbin gets the ball in. As he comes down across the timeline, he'll work over to the right side. Back over the left side to Thomas Reimer. Back over there, tapped away by Shelby, out of bounds off the Hollis Tigers with 14.8 seconds. And Hollis has the 40-28 12-point lead. Over to inbound the ball is Harley Taylor for the Cordell Blue Devils. Into Corbin. Corbin on the left side elevates from distance right there. Ball's rebounded by Roy Cruz. Roy Cruz gets the ball over to Shelby. Shelby on the right side. Ball comes down the court to the Hollis Tigers. Dishes it back out to Cromer. Cromer comes down, and the Hollis Tigers will prevail in this ball game by a score of 40-28 over the Cordell Blue Devils. Valiant effort right here. Cordell Blue Devils in their tournament right here to the Hollis Tigers, 40-28. Running down the scoring right here, Seth Cromer with 4, one of those at 3. Braxton Wisdenhunt had 3 deuces. He had 6. Roy Cruz hit 5 from the free throw line and 2 deuces. He had 9. Zach Medford with 3 deuces and a 2. He had 8. Brody Shelby hit 3 deuces and 2 from the free throw line. He had 8. Caden Rollins hit 2 deuces and a free shot. He has 5 for the Hollis Tigers. For the Cordell Blue Devils, Border Dodge saw limited playing time. Dason Ramsey was in. Harley Taylor was in. Aiden Middendorf was in. Scout Reguer was in. And then the rest of the Cordell Blue Devils are on the floor scored. Jordan Wood hit a deuce. J.D. Maddox, Thomas Reimer hit a deuce. He hit 2 free shots. J.D. Maddox hits 3 deuces and a 3. He winds up with 9 points for the Cordell Blue Devils. Danny Corbin hit 2 threes, 3 deuces, and 3 free shots. He hit 15 points for the Cordell Blue Devils. So the Hollis Tigers will move on to play Consolation Championship tomorrow afternoon against the Navajo Indians as Hollis wins this one by a score of 40-28. Next action for the Cordell Blue Devils will be at Mangum on Tuesday night. We're going to wrap it up and get out of here, Chad. You've been listening to Blue Devil Basketball right here on Fox Radio.